of the HBL Pakistan Super League 10 had absolutely everything. The dramatic finale saw Quetta Gladiators rise to the top of the table.
Oh, it's out of the park, and that is the game! Would you believe it?
For Islamabad United, it is 3 defeats in a row and a real threat of missing out on the playoffs altogether unless they can get another victory. Can a return to Rawalpindi turn around their fortunes, or will Quetta Gladiators continue their red-hot streak?
I have no doubts we're going to be entertained tonight. This is a high-scoring venue, and we're getting set for match number 26. Hello, everybody, and thanks for joining us. Islamabad United versus Quetta Gladiators, and these are two top teams. There's still plenty on the go with these two teams right at the very top. It's all about the sharp end of this tournament. Now, the crowd is going to be coming in here expecting lots of runs. That's what's happened in all the games that have been played so far at this venue, and we're expecting pretty much the same again today. Now, Islamabad United, they've got to make sure they start playing well. They've now lost 3 in a row after winning 5 consecutively. They had a week off. They then made some changes. Maybe they were then rusty in that week, I don't know, but they suddenly went downhill. Gladiators, by the way, have been different. They've won their last 4 completed matches in a row, so they're in form, and these two teams had a thriller 4 days ago, which is a game that Quetta chased 15 off the last over, and there were 3 catches put down as well, just to rub some further salt into the wound. Now, Islamabad, they're at number 2 at the moment. They need just 1 point to qualify, and Quetta have already qualified the playoffs, and they're aiming to, in one of these remaining 2 games, to finish in the top 2. So that's the story in a nutshell. They've played very well, both these two teams. Karachi Kings on 10 points as well. The net run rate for the Gladiators is good, and that's why they've got that Q alongside them, by the way, with their 11 points. That no result has helped them. The Calendars just 1 behind the Karachi Kings. Top 4 qualify for the playoffs. It is all go in the HBL Pakistan Super League edition number 10, because there's plenty to go for, and the teams are eyeing the top 2 so they can get 2 bites at the cherry. The track, well, it looks a good one if you're a batsman. If you're a bowler, I've got a feeling you're going to be in a lot of trouble. 64 metres all round is the ground size, so it's not particularly big, and I reckon we're going to have a few sailing into the crowd at this venue, and it's going to be interesting to see how the bowlers go about it to try and stop a run flow. The toss was won by Islamabad United, and they decided to bowl first, which is quite interesting. The last 5 matches in Pindi have been won by the team batting first, so there's a little change. Teams here now. I've got Waka Yunus alongside me. Waka, take it away.
Good evening, Mike. Good evening, viewers. Yeah, Quetta Gladiators on the high. They won their last 3 games in Lahore, and they're playing the same team. They just made 2 changes, and those are Mohammad Amir comes in. That will strengthen their team, and then Kushal Mendes comes in place of Hasibullah, and 𝐑𝐄-𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐈𝐄 goes out. Very balanced side and informed team.
Okay, Martin Guptill's up here as well. Marty, take it away as well.
Yeah, contrary to Quetta, Islamabad have been on a bit of a losing streak, and they've got 3 changes today. Imad Wasim back in, Ben Dwarshis back in, Azam Khan also back in, and Colin Munro out tonight. Also, Andreas House and Salman Irshad sitting this one out, but everybody else the same. They look a well-balanced team and will need to turn their fortunes around tonight to get back into winning ways.
Righto, conditions are really good. Outstanding conditions. Beautiful night for a bit of cricket. And it will be seriously entertaining, this game, that's for sure. They are ready to go, these boys. It's going to be a terrific encounter, and something that all these spectators are really going to want to get stuck into and thoroughly enjoy. Quetta, by the way, have got the highest power play scoring rate in this team. In this tournament, I should say. And a little bit of history of the teams. Islamabad won the first ever PSL final against the Quetta Gladiators back in 2016. But overall, it's balanced at 10 wins each.
I'm sure this ground is going to fill up. It's always have. It's a very, very big game. The 2 top teams in the leaderboard are just playing against each other. It's a race for the top side. top position.
Right, time for us now to go downstairs and join Buzzard Khan.
We invite everyone to join us in observing a moment of silence to honor the civilians martyred earlier this morning.
Righto, we are getting ready for this all-important game, match number 26. Top of the table clash. Two teams that are going well at the moment. And of course, Islamabad United would like to regain that form they had right at the start of the tournament and get playing well as a unit, because that's what hasn't happened since they had that week break. So that's been disappointing for them. And that's what I want to make sure gets happening in this game, so they can kick into those playoffs as well. Faisal Afridi on the right, Kumar Dharmasingh on the left as well. They're the two men in black that are going to be in charge of this game today. Martin Guptill, what are you looking for specifically in this game?
A lot of runs, Mike Hazeman. I think it's going to be an absolute belter. And what makes it a better wicket as well is how fast this outfield is here. The ball races across the turf, and you get real value for playing proper cricket shots and not just looking for those big shots. You know, we know with a lot of these batters, Finn Allen especially, he's striking around the 190 mark, so he'll be looking to get off to an absolute flyer in this power play. Make use of these small boundaries, this good wicket, and adversely the Islamabad United bowlers will be looking to shut him down straight away and try and get on top of him early. Not an easy task. He is a strong, powerful player, but they know they'll have their plans against him to be able to shut him down. And Saud Shakeel as well, he's been off to absolute flyers lately in this tournament. A couple of games ago, 40 off 20 balls, so we know he's got the power, he's got the shots and got the touch to get the team off to a flying start.
Yeah, that's the benefit for them. They can really fly when they start hitting right at the top. And obviously wickets, it's a disappointment again that Shadab Khan is not fit. I did have a chat to him actually, by the way, out in the middle before this game, and he said he was hoping he was going to be fit for the very next one, so that's good news. He's on the way for recovery. Waqar Younis, what are your thoughts as we look at the two teams? What are your thoughts? What are you looking for this in this game?
I don't think it's a bad thing to lose a toss here and bat first. It's a very, very fine batting surface. 221 last 5 games is the average score on this surface, so batters going to enjoy it. Kushal Mendes comes in the Quetta side, and Mohammad Ahmed to strengthen their bowling. That's the two changes in Quetta Gladiator. When you go to Islamabad, look at them. Azam Khan will be doing the wicket-keeping job. Imad Wasim comes in, Ben Doshus comes in, so they're both very, very strong side. The two top teams in the tournament, so it should be a great contest.
It's really interesting looking at the Quetta batting. They haven't had any standout players. They've got guys that have had some 50s, but no one has got past 200 runs, which is quite interesting. That's something a bit rare when it comes to teams playing the HBL PSL. Saud Shakeel, that's in this edition 10 that is. top scorer is Saud with 180.
Well, I don't think it matters if your team is at the top, if your batters are not really scoring many runs, everyone's chipping in. Strike rate, look at the strike rate of Finn Allen. He is going to be really danger for Islamabad United up front. If he gets going on this surface, he'll be a hard man to stop.
High score of 53. Finn Allen. Yeah, that strike rate's very healthy. Ahmad Waseem back in the lineup today, and he could be very beneficial right at the top, doing the job that he normally does. Likes opening the bowling. Economy rate, look at that, 98 games. Economy rate of, I'm going to call it 7. That is quite remarkable. Countdown is starting. Righto, ready to go for match number 26. What a beautiful night for cricket. Here we go, Ahmad Waseem. He will just get that ball sliding across the left-hander.
Islamabad United gone their old way, giving Ahmad Waseem a brand new ball. First over, they had plenty of success. Him taking a new ball, bowling nice and straight, hardly gives any room.
Good connection, and that's away. 4 runs, great connection. Second ball of the game.
Great start for Quetta that. Looking for that shape across Saud Shakeel again there, just slightly over pitching this time. Ahmad Waseem, as we see there, just floats out a bit much, and he just gets the length that he's able to get underneath the ball and hit that away, no troubles over mid-wicket.
How would these batsmen be looking to play him, Martin? There's a few theories about when you're facing him. Open the blade that time. Has he got it through? Yeah, I think he has. Big Jace. Is he going to get the dive in? No, he's not. 4 runs again, back-to-back boundaries. Jason Holder, well, he was just coasting alongside that at one stage.
How quick is this outfield? He just timed it this time around. Ahmad Waseem a little bit more outside the off stump, and he could have stopped it there actually. A big man decided to run with the ball and then putting his foot down. No, that's a bit risky, but he could have been stopped a lot earlier.
Is that through? No, it's not. Sorry, Martin, back to you.
As I said in that, you know, how quick is this outfield? But as a batter, that's exactly it. You hit the gaps, you get value for shots when you play good shots like Saud Shakeel just did. And we know Finn Allen is a completely different player to Saud Shakeel, who looked to go the aerial route, but he also has natural timing and just that power to be able to hit through gaps as well. So as a right-hand batter, it's completely different to what Saud Shakeel can do. Finn Allen will be looking more straight down the ground, probably through mid-wicket, with the angle that Ahmad Waseem bowls. Occasionally, when you do get a little bit of width from Ahmad, you can hit him through the offside, but that is very rare.
Right, there's protection on the fence, on the leg side straightish. A little bit quicker that time.
Well, he's put mid-on fielder back on the boundary. He knows Finn Allen likes to go over the top, and with Ahmad Waseem slanting the ball in, there's every chance that fielder might come into play. Smartly played.
End of the first over, 9 for none. Now that's just the second time that Ahmad Waseem has bowled the first over in Rawalpindi in the HBL PSL. Something he likes doing though, at other venues in particular. But 9 off that first over is a pretty good start for the Gladiators. In case you're just joining us, just a reminder that Islamabad United won the toss and elected to bowl first. So clearly thinking about chasing whatever is presented. It should be a good total. That's what's happened so far in season 10 of the HBL Pakistan Super League. Naseem Shah might have other ideas. He is a real talent, Naseem Shah. What can he do today? He's got a slip in position, and I guess maybe about a 4th slip is quite deep. It's a good start.
Yeah, looking at the field set they've got here, it looks like Naseem Shah is not going to be giving away the stumps to Saud Shakeel. Fine leg and deep square back. The offside completely up, so if any sort of width, Saud Shakeel is going to be licking his lips to hit that through or over the top. to be getting Naseem away. But Naseem Shah could be a little bit of what he tried to do to Fakhar Zaman the other night and go full and straight early.
As a bowler, it is hard to bowl with this sort of field.
BYD, world's leader in electric vehicles, energy vehicle brand that's going to be awarded to the player of the series.
When you don't have anyone on the offside, especially third man or wide third man or a point on the boundary, you cannot go outside the off stump.
Advancing, correction of the length, looking to come back quite comfortably for the second.
And the bowlers are always worried that if I go a little bit outside the off stump, I can be hit through that offside region. So he's got to either stay very straight or bowl leg side-ish, because he's got two men, fine leg and square, back in the boundary, and he's now brought another fielder on the onside, which is mid-wicket. So that means he's going to be looking to bowl very straight.
Cries of catch it, but a straight, and it's punched, and it's also 4 runs. That's a fine shot down the ground.
Best shot in the book there, the on drive. Looking for that full and straight line, Naseem Shah. No real shape to speak of there. And Saud Shakeel, he was all over this one. Over-pitched. Not quite out of the middle of the bat, but good enough. And this outfield here takes it away. And he is off to a flyer here. He's up to 15 off 8 now. Quetta 15 without loss.
Well, the first 10 deliveries tells us that this is going to be a nightmare for the bowlers.
Yeah, they can play on the up through the line. Oh, he lost his shape on that occasion. He was looking to go straight mid-wicket region. Ended up just picking up the 1.
And that's not Saud Shakeel's game. That's Finn Allen's game. Saud Shakeel just needs to do what he's been doing and play those good cricket shots. As we've seen already, value for shots across this such a fast outfield. And if he can go back to do what he's doing and not lose his shape, he's going to score a lot of runs out there tonight.
I think the issue with Saud Shakeel is the field placing, because he sees those two fielders on the onside on the boundary, so he knows Naseem Shah is not going to go outside the off stump. So he's got to create something which he doesn't normally do. Doesn't play those shots. So I think it's a good thing that he's looking to hit straight over the bowler's head, which is a safer shot.
Pepsi power play is tough for the bowler. Chipped away with strength, strong wrists. 4 runs to finish that over. 11 off it, 2 done, 20 for none.
He was looking to make a little shape on the ball. Ball didn't swing at all. Finn Allen just clipping it through mid-on for 4.
He's just been viewing from the non-striker's end to a certain extent, Finn Allen. Slapped that last one for a boundary. Saud Shakeel's been striking at 178 right now. Ben Dwarsh is back into the lineup. Best of 2 for 23 in his HBL PSL career. Champing at the bits, I would imagine. Although it's tough in this power play with only 2 outside the circle. Saw him coming, ball a little bit shorter. It's pretty good correction on the bowling stakes. And they're coming back for 2. Just a reminder to scan the QR code and download the 𝐑𝐄-𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇 app to enter into the lucky draw. Get a chance to win a motorcycle with every match. Terms and conditions apply. It's nicely bowled from Dwarsh.
Cautious bowling within himself. That last couple of deliveries he's bowled is under 130 kilometers an hour, so he's focusing more on the lengths he's going to bowl on this pitch. It's a matter of just bowling dot deliveries, as many as you can, asking the batter to make mistake rather than you trying something different.
A little bit of width missed out. Threw that shot a little bit too early. Slow delivery, that's what we're going to see a lot of throughout this game today from the bowlers.
This will be a real good matchup. Alan Finn against Doshes. Doshes, a very smart bowler, got a couple of really good slow deliveries, and on this surface I think slow delivery will be effective.
They'll know each other pretty well too. Tidy line, can't do too much with that. Screaming to come back for the second. Yes, Alan touches, turns, and that is a very good throw indeed. The big man likes that. It is going upstairs.
TV umpire to director, we have an umpire review for run out at the striker's end. Show me the sideline angle, please. Yeah, that is short of the ground. Bails are off. I'm ready to make my decision for the big screen.
That was a suicide. You didn't need to run two. A man in real good form had to walk back now. And Islamabad United would be relieved. They'd be thinking, okay, we got a big wicket here, and that was a big wicket. Excellent job done by Azam Khan. He stayed low and he made sure he collects the ball right next to it and taken the bails off. Wonderful work.
Yeah, good stuff from Hyde earlier as well. Nice work. Finn Allen's dangerous, but not now. 24 for 1. Haven't seen the best of Riley this edition. Straight away, he's decided just to launch that one. One bounce, 4 runs to get underway.
Now there's some intent from Riley Rossouw. We know that his strike rate against seam bowling in this tournament is higher than what it is against spin. And he's come out all guns blazing tonight. Straight down the wicket. Clips that beautifully. His head was still on contact there. And he's hit that for a 1 bounce 4 to get his tally going tonight.
Top shot that's for sure. And the Pakistan rupees, 10,000 Pakistan rupees for every 4 and 20,000 for every 6. PCB and HBL PSL in partnership with 𝐑𝐄-𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇, donating for humanity. Terrific to see. So there you go. Riley Rossouw is looking to add to that. More donations required from Riley. Giving yourself some room on that occasion. End of the over, a wicket, 28 for 1. Halfway through that Pepsi power play now. 3 overs, 28 for 1 it is. Skipper's out there. 19 not out of a dozen deliveries. Allen run out, unnecessary. He didn't hesitate, by the way. He always wanted 2, so there wasn't any hesitation from him at the umpire's end. He just touched and turned, but it was just outstanding work from Hyder Ali. And Azam Khan getting right alongside those sticks. Nawaz in next, then Mendes back in the lineup, Chapman as well. But Rossouw, you just get the feeling that Riley Rossouw's due, averaging only mid-20s in this edition of the HBL PSL. He's a much better player than that, and a very dangerous player once he gets going.
And he's shown his intentions very clear on very first delivery he faced. Came down the pitch and hit it over mid-wicket for 4. Jason Holder, a man with 15 wickets in this tournament, had a lot of success with the ball, with the bat as well.
15 wickets at 15. He'll get a little bit of extra bounce too with Big Jace. He'll mix up his pace.
Take another look at this wicket here. Great piece of work from Hyder Ali in the deep. Not easy when you have to run around the ball like that and your momentum's going away from the stumps, but he's got that right next to them, and great hands from Azam Khan. Very quick hands straight onto the stumps, and Finn Allen, he's probably about 6 inches short there, which is all that you need to be, and they're happy in that dugout there.
The good teams are the good fielding teams. There's no doubt about that in this format. Oopsie, he's got that away magnificently. That is an outstanding shot. He was looking to go over a fine leg area, but no, I'll go over about 3rd slip for 6. What a beauty.
Well, I've seen so many crazy shots since this T20 cricket has come. He was looking to go on the onside and then realized that it is more offside. I'll just scoop it and use the left shoulder just around that. That's gone 62 meters. That's a beautiful shot. Almost took the cameraman with him.
KFC is awarding higher education scholarships to deserving students for every 6 hits during this HBL PSL. Down the ground. Slight fumble, doesn't make any difference to the ball, it just zips off for a boundary, so that's 10 off 2.
He's off to the races tonight, isn't he, Riley Rossouw? It's almost like he's got a tea time later on tonight or something. He's down the track here, and he's just bludgeoned that one inside mid-on. Kyle Myers, a great effort there to get a little hand on it, not quite enough. And he is racing along here now. 14 off 4 so far for Riley Rossouw.
You're not going to see any forward defences from Riley, that's for sure. Oops, the tripod almost came out again. Hammered that in the end of the covers. More moves than a Swiss watch.
Normally when you talk to the batters as a coach or as someone who's guiding the batter, you say don't move in the crease too much. Not in Riley's case. He showed him that he's going to go scoop shot again and then give him himself moving all over the place. Still got it in the middle of the bat. That shows how good this pitch is.
Movements during that shot from Riley Rossouw were extraordinary. Ended up in a standard batting position when he played it. Oops, trying again with a tripod. The Rossouw tripod not coming off that time. Just a reminder also to use Jazz Cash to recharge more and more load or packages of Jazz or any other network and win an electric SUV. It's a lovely prize. Oh, looking to go downtown. 11 off the over, 39 for 1. Top of the table clash, this one. Just a reminder that the Quetta have already qualified for the playoffs and they're aiming to win one of the remaining 2 matches to finish in the top 2, which means they get 2 bites of the cherry in the playoffs. Islamabad need 1 more point to qualify. So that's what's on their mind at the moment. Nicely bowled from Dwarshuis, shy at the stumps. So these days is perhaps not the quickest. He's just pulled up limping actually, 𝐓𝐕𝐄. What's he done?
Why to take a risk? This was a very risky run once again and very close to the stumps. He wouldn't have reached the crease, Rossouw, and that would have been a real disaster for Quetta Gladiators. They already lost Allen in a run-out shape, and on the way he just pulled something on his left either hammy or something behind knee.
Now that's high on the bat, but it was also high in the stand. 6 runs, good catch as well, I think, in the crowd. Nicely done. Slight hamstring strain means he's going to have to play shots now.
Well, it doesn't look like he'll run any more quick singles, that's for sure. 𝐓𝐕𝐄 giving himself room there. All he has to do is swing through the line of the ball there. He's got enough power to get that well over the boundary. His second 6 tonight, and he's up to 20 off 8 already.
Very, very good catch in the crowd.
No running, Rossouw. Flick that one flat. 6 more. Out of the screws.
No need to run if you can play shots like that. He tried those scoop shots. I think those are a little bit risky. If you can hit straight or time the ball, just keep doing that. He's in good mood.
Yeah, this is a good shot here. He got a little bit beaten on the line there, but he kept nice and still with his head and was able to just flick his hands through the ball, and that's gone like an absolute rocket over the boundary. No chance for deep backward square leg there.
He'll be thinking more. I know Riley well enough. He'll be thinking more 6s in this over. Oh no, that's gone through Rossouw. He's going to have to run down the other end. And he does.
Doesn't look comfortable there, 𝐓𝐕𝐄 running, does he? Great piece of bowling that from Ben Dwarshuis, though. Taking pace off of the off cutter, that can always be dangerous. The ball slightly turning into the left-hander was on such a good wicket and such a small boundary. But he's got away with it there. 𝐓𝐕𝐄, I think he just needs to stand still a lot more here. Keep his head still and just use his natural timing and ability to hit the ball.
And I think Saud Shakeel's got to also stay still for a bit, till the time 𝐓𝐕𝐄 is at the crease. Don't take those risky singles.
Oh, that's almost grabbed it. Wow, that went really quickly. Would have been a brilliant catch had it been taken. Almost got on the second grab as well. That went very sharply indeed. Great effort.
So much we have seen in this 4.5 overs. A couple of run out and an opportunity of run out, and then this drop catch. And some magnificent hits for 6s. Haider Ali was the man at point. Should have gulped that. He had too many tapes on his hand. And sometimes when you have all those paddings in the hand, second grab he tried, but couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah, I think on this sort of surface, you could give it any sort of chance. You've got to grab it. Help the bowlers out. Oh, movement again. That's gone off the thigh pad, and that's run away for 4. 4-leg buys. End of the over. 19 from it. 5 done. 58 for 1.
Pipes.
Good start for the Quetta Gladiators. Remember, they win tonight and they are definitely in the top 2. The Gladiators, Islamabad, they win tonight, they're qualified in the top 4, and it'll be in their hands then if they can nail their position in the top 2. So lots to play for tonight. Islamabad, who remember won the toss if you're just joining us, and decided to have a bowl first. Amir Sahel joins us for the next 5 overs. What a start this has been by the Gladiators.
Ideal. Yes, they have lost their aggressor in Finn Allen with a run out, but they haven't looked back. They're still looking to find boundaries, and Rossouw is in the mood. He played beautifully in the last game played against Islamabad United at Lahore. Unfortunately, he got run out, but he's looking to make it up. He's looking for a big one.
200 his strike rate against pace in the Pepsi power play in 2025. 67 versus spin. Maybe that's the option for them. 𝐑𝐄, the official styling partner of HBL PSL.
Yeah, that's the way to go when you're looking to ball at Rossouw, who is holding the bat very tight. He's looking to tonk the ball. Taking the pace off is a better option. And we have seen it quite a few times in this innings that he struggled to deal with those.
Oh, what a lovely looking shot that goes straight to extra cover. It looks a decent track, this. This looks like a track that's coming on quite nicely.
Yeah, definitely. This one is indeed screaming belter. This is a venue which welcomes the batter. It offers plenty of bounce and pace for the batters to work with.
They have the best run rate in the Pepsi power play in the PSL this year. The Gladiators. What a good looking shot that is, but has he got enough? No, he's not got enough. They needed a breakthrough, and Saud Shakeel is the man who departs.
Haider Ali redeems himself. He dropped the same batter in the previous over, but makes it up. That was in the air for a while. Had to show the awareness of the surrounding. Held it nicely, kept his balance, and come back. And Naseem Shah picks up his 50th wicket in HBL PSL. A good hand from Saud Shakeel, 23 from 18, 60 for 2 Quetta.
Guess what, match? What's the best here? The hero from their previous outing, Hassan Nawaz. 15 off that last over, and he saw the Gladiators home. Naseem Shah is a quality bowler. Nice looking delivery, and they'll look to pick up 2. That's good running. Not happy. Azam Khan, he's not happy. Look at him. Wrong end, he's shouting.
And is also urging the fielder to dive in order to stop the ball. That one stalled in the air. Didn't have enough elevation and also the force.
Well, the highest score on this surface in Pepsi power play was 69 for 2. It was Peshawar. Now then, stop worrying about the fielding, Azam Khan, and concentrate on catching the ball. Shouldn't have been able to get a single there, Naseem Shah. Does he get a run? Is it a run?
Yes.
It's given a bye. It's the end of Pepsi power play. 63 for 2.
Yeah, that was a good delivery, wasn't it? A bit of deviation of the surface. Yeah, as a wicket keeper, you have to stand with the bounce. Couldn't judge the bounce of that occasion, Azam Khan.
What's 25? It's not that long read. Yep. Not really good enough from Azam Khan to just allow them to just that single. You make mistakes, I understand that, and it happens. But don't be having a go at fielders and then that's still on your mind. Right, spin. I think this is good with Riley Rossouw. Salman Aliaga into the attack. When's his 25 coming? Band tunes. Visit www.hblpslfantunes.com. Create your own fan tune, share it and enter the contest, and the top 10 fan tunes win 100,000 PKR each. Get involved. Now then, this is the matchup. Spin against Rossouw.
Well, Riley Rossouw is creating his own tune out there in the middle, especially with the deliveries, with a bit of pace. Every time a ball is sent to him slightly slower, he has struggled.
Even those first two deliveries, you can tell the difference between spin against Rossouw. And we just told you what his strike rate was. It was in the power play. Oh, apologies, no, in PSL is 67 strike rate against spin. That's a poor delivery. And put away for a boundary.
Was preemptive, wasn't it? Salman Aliaga, his thinking was Hassan might jump out of the crease and try and hit the ball aerial. He didn't. Picked the line and the length and then employed that stroke. This is good from Hassan.
Obviously missing out with Shadab Khan, the #1 spinner. Outside edge. It will be a single just to finish that over. 70 for 2. Well, a good start this for the Quetta Gladiators, and it's really down now to Islamabad if they can just try and hit back in these next few overs. Salman Aliaga with that last over there that conceded just 7 runs, and they're going spin at both ends. An experienced spinner coming into the attack, Imad Wazim. Change of ends?
Yeah, this move has potential, without any doubt. Not only he can keep the batters quiet, but at the same time can be threatening the batters to remove them.
Yeah, and what's good about Imad Wazim is his ability to change pace as well. He's not looking to spin the ball, he's looking to probably just slide it across the left-hander. And he's saying to Riley Rossouw, look, you've got all that area on the leg side, it's yours. And hence why he's now trying to go outside leg stump, because he can see a big area available over extra cover, but that's a risk.
Clever bowling from Imad Wazim, showing his experience. Bowled it really slow to Riley Rossouw.
Oh, how does that not bowl him? How does that not bowl him? Look at the difference in the speed. That one is down at 82. It's clever bowling. Really clever bowling.
Well, with this delivery, he must have made Jason Holder proud. The amount of bounce he got on that occasion. Oh, inside edge again.
And I'll go back to it. Why have they not bowled spin earlier? They've allowed him to get in. He has struggled. Since spin has come into the attack, he has struggled. This one, again, the arm ball, hits onto his glove, onto his foot, I should say. Nearly chops it on. That's a better looking shot. A little bit of pace, that's up to 90 kilometers per hour, and it's put away for a boundary.
And also the width Riley Rossouw created on that occasion. He tried that slog sweep, he tried to cut the ball, wasn't successful, and then went conventional. Rocked on the back foot and used the pace.
That's it. And was also still. Times he can move too much, in my opinion. That's not good. That shouldn't be a single to finish off that over, so he gets an extra one, Rossouw. End of the 8th, 76 for 2. Crowd is coming in. It's not a packed house, but it is building quite nicely. 76 for 2 from 8 overs. Salman Aliaga with 1 over. He's going to have another go. And he's up against Rossouw's 32 from 19.
Get up.
What's that? Time for a 𝐑𝐄-𝐶 selfie moment. Lovely. Good to see families coming in.
It's a good attendance. Yeah, he has to take charge. Hassan Nawaz. Because Riley Rossouw is struggling to deal with the spinners. Yes, he was able to pick up a boundary in the previous over. Yeah. You could say he's been hyper in the crease.
What a shot. Again, it's that pace on delivery, Amir, and he likes pace on.
That's where Salman Aliaga has to react. He's the captain of Pakistani T20 team and should have the game awareness. Again, bit of width outside the off stump, but this time around, a bit of protection there for him.
Yeah, and also he's trying to stay leg side. And the two options you have as an off spinner is to you actually follow him and try and cramp him even outside leg stump. What a shot! What a massive shot this is! Keep your eye out in the crowd. This Hassan Nawaz, he loves sixes in the HBL PSL.
That's what I was alluding to. Since Riley is not comfortable against the spin, Hassan Nawaz has to take charge, and he has. That was a mighty blow. Kept going.
Yeah, that's clever as well. I like that. Get the maximum and then rotation of strike. Good over, 14 from it, 90 for 2. Nice view from drone. couple of overs for 15 runs for Imad Wasim. Free hit for fans. Visit Parkview City Facebook page to answer the question and get a chance to win a house at the end of the league stage, or also win mobile phones. Yeah, it's great to be involved with HBL PSL, and remember, visit the Facebook page of Parkview and a chance to win a house and also mobile phones daily. Questions coming your way. Been some good, interesting questions. A nice looking shot. I think he's got it right in the middle of the two fielders and should pick up two. That's good. Good awareness from both the batters. Good running as well.
Yeah, good to see Riley Rossouw showing respect to Imad Wasim. He tried quite a few things in the previous over. Yes, he was able to pick up a boundary. Now realize I have to play him with a measured approach and let Hassan Nawaz deal with him.
Gets it through, a reverse sweep. And Imad Wasim saw him make the gesture to reverse, so he pulled the length back. Decent shot from Riley Rossouw.
Yeah, I realised that Imad Wasim is angling the ball away from the off stump, and he was ready and in a good position to play the reverse sweep and into the gap. It should be a relief for Riley Rossouw to pick up a boundary against Imad.
Big appeal, but he's way down there. He's trying to get to a 50 here in style, Riley Rossouw. It'll be his first if he gets there. Gonna have a chat. I think one, he's right the way down the wicket, and two, it may have pitched outside leg stump as well.
You can be a coach, you can be an umpire. Dominic, good call that.
Gone in style. His first 50 in HBL PSL season 10. His 11th 50 in the PSL. He has 2 centuries, and how much did he enjoy it? And Viv Richards. 103 for 2.
At the halfway mark, Quetta going all guns blazing, 103 for 2. And that man on screen also bringing up his half century. First this season. And he came on with an intention. And from the first ball, he smashed them quite out of the middle. Brilliant. That's the moment I brought up his half century. The first one this season. The crowd's definitely been entertained, courtesy of Riley Rossouw. And Gladiators have enjoyed that.
Islamabad United wanted to chase. It is a pitch where you want big runs, you want an excess of maybe 200. Such a good pitch here at Rawalpindi. Riley Rossouw, batting up the order for once, has looked the player he has been in HBL PSL. Free hit for fans, win a house contest, who has scored the most runs in PSL history as of 2024. Islamabad United like chasing, but in the last few games their batting has just dropped off a little, so a little bit of pressure on them. Last 3 games they haven't got to 160 all around the wicket. That's too wide. He does this well though, bowls those wide Yorkers and tries to just mix it up, which is the need of the hour.
The way the Rossouw is striking them at the moment, anything in his arc, in the slot, or just slightly short or length is travelling the distance. Your ground not big enough, Baz.
You think the wide ball is the best option? Just concede the one.
Well, the way they're going at the moment, absolutely. Nail that. If you can, keep it away. Just there. And this one even better, because slower in pace.
Most runs in the HBL PSL. Babar Azam right on top. Riley Rossouw making his way up. The only overseas player in this list. With Quetta Gladiators, their bowling has been their better suit, with Riley Rossouw not firing. Today he is. Smashed through extra cover. Reaches the fence in no time. Brings up the 50 partnership.
Such a difficult operator to bowl at when he's on song, Riley Rossouw. And since his first ball, his intention's very clear. This time, skips down the track, doesn't let it bounce, so turns it into a half volley. And with the field up in the ring on the offside, all he had to do was thread the gap, and does it with perfection. And this is turning out to be some knock here for him.
Slower in the air. Just a single. On the other hand, Jason Holder likes bowling here in Rawalpindi. The 3 matches that he played here this season previously, he's got 9 wickets. So Salman Ali Agha will be hoping that he gets at least one very quickly. It was the partnership 52 of 32. Hassan Nawaz is striking 150. Riley Rossouw almost 190. So if they carry on, we're in for some show. Clipped away. Just be the single. Is 11 overs, and Islamabad United 113 they've conceded, and it is time for the Tapal strategic timeout. coming to the end of the Tapal strategic timeout. I think Islamabad United needed the timeout because it's been a run fest from the word go. Saud Shakeel out for 23, but the man of the moment, Rossouw.
Yeah, really good from him. From the first ball, that was his first one. Clipped into the leg side for 6. Very good laterally around the crease and doesn't mind the short ball. Predominantly on the leg side, a flatter one. Now when they blocked the leg side out, he was more than happy to go through the offside. His first 50 this season. And don't forget, he's got 2 centuries alongside in the HBL PSL. And with that also a brilliant partnership, 53 of 33. And Pindi known for the scoring on the tracks. The bowlers have found it tough. Imad came back, just pegged it back slightly. Naseem bowled the 2 good overs. But Salman Ali Agha under the captaincy lid has his work cut out. They need a breakthrough here, Islamabad United.
Crowd just coming in. There's still quite a few waiting to get into the ground, but at the moment it is Nawaz, who had a terrific game last time around. He needs some wickets to start off with. Patton bowled well in that previous game, but right now Islamabad United just need something to break this innings up. Look your best is HBL PSL, as 𝐄 is rewarding the best dressed spectator at every game with a luxurious 𝐄 gift hamper. I'm never going to win that, am I?
Spot on, Baz, spot on.
Goes across, whips it away and gets it to the fence.
Not the best of deliveries Mohammad Nawaz has bowled. On the legs with the favourable angle into the left-hander. And it is a smallish ground, so just a clip into the leg side. Yeah, he'll want to correct that. He will want to correct that. And maybe just try and pull Rossouw out of his crease a little bit.
That's better. Just go wide. Don't want to give him anything in the arc. He's walking across. He's looking at the leg side. Although he has protection, but it isn't a big enough ground if Rossouw just gets hold of one. Long on, mid-wicket, deep square leg. Shimmies offside and strikes it leg side. Gone all the way.
Yeah, once again, slightly straighter. He's always eyeing that leg side, like you said, Baz. He's just look over his shoulder, goes, and in that, Nawaz has dropped it straight in line with the stumps. No turn, absolutely no turn. A short delivery and it's picked up. 11 of the first 4.
Nawaz knows what Rossouw is trying. Can he stop it though? That's better, but it is thumped away. This time, long off has no chance.
A little bit of show off of that strength in that shot. He's having a great day out there, so why not put the dancing shoes on? A horizontal bat slap. Pure power here from Rossouw. That is raced down for 4. Now the over's gone for 15. Salman Ali Agha just steps in to have a word. No field change. Where does he go to close this over out, Nawaz?
Swept away and swept all the way. This is a massive over. Rossouw turning it on. 21 of that Nawaz over. 134 for 2.
And great track this. And nothing now staying away from the arc of Rossouw. 1-4 dot of 6-4 and 6. Probably the smallest, but even that is enough. Flat and straight over square leg. He's raced to 75. The partnership's raced to 74 of just the 39. Islamabad United said they wanted to chase. Or how many? We know average first inning score here. Just over 200. At this rate, they're getting beyond that.
Everything about damage control now for Islamabad United. Jason Holder back in the attack. Salman Ali Agha wants a wicket. Jason Holder now. Driven down the ground. Just a single. Sign up and use PayPack debit card to avail the best discounts in Pakistan. Go Lutlo discounts.
Well, I saw you on your phone earlier on. You've already got it downloaded. Got a few parcels coming your way?
I've ordered quite a few stuff off it, but I don't know if I get a gift for spending money or I'm not too sure.
You get your discounts, Baz. And that's all. At the moment, what they're doing is getting 4s and 6s here, Quetta.
Oh, lovely. He's played this shot a couple of times. None better than that. It's a ramp shot. It's almost a reverse ramp shot.
Oh, just look at the way he's played this. He's moved early. But have a look at this. When he hits it, he is perfectly still. Watches the ball onto the bat. And with Fine up in the ring to his third, the switch hit. And the reverse slap. Perfectly timed, perfectly placed. You said, Baz, Jason Holder likes bowling at this venue. We're struggling to find his length.
Call for 2. He wants a strike. No, not this time. Now, once you win the toss and bowl first, you think you're chasing and you think you'll chase down any score. Now, for a side that's been struggling in the last 3 or 4 games with the bat, this is immense pressure. I think if they go like this, they'll get maybe more than 220, 30, and that'll take some chasing. And a side which is not exactly in form with the bat, well, they'll have to have something special like that. A little bit of masala. I haven't had dinner yet. You can probably sense that with my voice.
Yeah, brilliant atmosphere. One of the best cricketing grounds in the country from a fan point of view. One of my favorites, Baz.
Oh, steady on.
Baz's City.
It is party time, so we go tell Bhangra Camp. There's plenty of moves, but I think there's a little bit of energy lacking. Even though it's such a high-scoring game, you need more energy. And so do Islamabad United. It needs something from somewhere. Oh, here we go again. It hasn't been a great day behind the stumps for Azam Khan. A few fumbles, but this one has cost, and cost dearly.
I tell you what, and this crowd will make him realize what he's done. It is very untidy. Extremely untidy. As the last thing Islamabad want. Great delivery. A slow one, albeit slightly wider. But that plan is probably the best to Riley Rossouw at the moment. Holder not impressed. The wide goes for 4. Oh, again, big over. Staring down again, another big over. 12 of the first 4.
And this time down the leg side, he's caught up with it. And the 150 raised in a matter of 12.5 overs.
Oh, you said they're looking at something like 220, 230. Islamabad back themselves to chase that. At this rate, they're already beyond 230. And if the bowling continues in the manner that it is, they might get a few more. The track, well, it is an absolute belter. The line, not so much. Just feel he doesn't need to move away from that wide Yorker. At least try a few more. Difficult to land. Just mix it up outside his arc on the off stump.
Too short, thumped away. Has that carried all the way again? This is amazing batting. Gets onto that short ball so quickly. There will be a boundary check, but the short ball, it has been dealt with.
Well, you can probably say he's found his purple patch. He was struggling prior to this game, got a good few runs in the previous game. Whether this is on the full or not. Just inside, so will be called a boundary. Should be called a boundary, which means another big over. 20 of the over. Quetta at the moment, well, it's difficult to stop them. 13 done is 154 for 2.
Naseem Shah starts off with pace off. They need a wicket, they need a quiet over even.
Just throwing it out there, Baz, they've got a whole huge variety of bowling options. Salman Ali Agha bowling, Imad Wasim bowling, Ben Dwash's is bowled too. Mohammad Shahzad, we saw him and they pulled one out of the hat, gave him that previous over against the same encounter in Lahore. He did induce some wickets, the chances just weren't held. He's an option. Nawaz, Holder, Naseem, so he's got the options. Just feel they haven't hit their lengths here. Margin for error very slim.
If you don't land it on the surface, it'll land out of the ground. That is poor delivery and dealt with.
Again another example from an experienced campaigner from Pakistan colours, Naseem Shah, back into the spell. Now Salman Ali Agha has brought him back because he's searching for a wicket. Doesn't help when it's a juicy full toss. Good from Hassan Nawaz. Now, sometimes the waist high full toss catches you by surprise. He's looking to hit it straight. Meters the ball in front of him, so grabs it on the full swing of his arc. Gets it for 6. Just feel where there has been some exceptional batting, Islamabad so far have let themselves down to some very average bowling.
He wants to, but Riley Rossouw will want the strike. Back to Riley Rossouw. And sometimes when you go around the park, your mind just gets scrambled, even if you're a very experienced bowler. Also the fact that it is Salman Ali Agha, the stand-in captain. Partnership 101 of 49. Normally you would look at Shadab, who's been captaining the side for quite long, so he'll have a lot more authority or a lot more say in the way that the team is captained. You're doing a stopgap job, it becomes even more difficult. I wouldn't want to be in Salman Ali Agha's shoes right now. Just flipped around the corner, slow pace, but just uses it to the fence.
Absolutely nothing going the home side's way. It is a slow one, but again in the line, and probably a bit touch lucky from Riley Rossouw. It is just straight enough for him to swivel around and get enough bat on that. Fine up in the ring. So again, with that angle, he's got a very slim chance. Very fine for 4.
He gets the strike back, just a couple of runs into the leg side. 94 now, Riley Rossouw. Just 40 deliveries. PCB Talent Hunt program, Pakistan's cricket's biggest talent hunt program. 2,730 schools and colleges have registered so far. Deadline to register 10th May. Show your skills, live your dream. Register now at www.registration.pcb.com.pk. Beautifully played in the offside, but there is protection. Just a single. Riley Rossouw 95, Quetta Gladiators 168 for 2. Salman Ali Agha forced to ring the changes. Josh's back in the attack. There is no let up in the run scoring so far. Riley Rossouw shot away from 100 and it's just into the 15th over. This partnership 108. There is that little gap just if he plays it behind offside. Misses out that time, straight to extra cover.
You mentioned the regular captain missing out, but in between he was right there by the advertising hoardings. Mohammad Nawaz in conversation. Not often you see a captain walk all the way down, so obviously he can feel the heat in that dugout. And he's just come out maybe to relay a message which he can see from outside. Can Dwashers deliver that breakthrough?
Leg side in the gap and the 100. Magnificent innings from Riley Rossouw. One bounce. 43 deliveries. He wanted the 100 more. I wanted the 100 more than him.
Baz wants it. Well, now Riley has to get this one for your sake. Yeah, it's a kind of batting. It's a kind of batting that's gotten the entire crowd excited. And it's been some really good ball striking. That's what it's been. Right then, Riley on 99.
44th delivery, gets a single. Tap down to third and he'll raise the bat. Quetta Gladiators will rise. This is fabulous batting. Riley Rossouw, third century in the HBL PSL for him. And his 9th overall in T20 cricket. And it is an innings that Quetta Gladiators much wanted. And we know how dangerous a player he has been over the years in the HBL PSL.
Yeah, tremendous ball striking. Entertainment for this Pindi crowd. What a way for Quetta to post a score here. The glittering gold on his head. And Nawaz, Hassan Nawaz decides, while maybe I can emulate what Riley's doing. Not right out of the middle, but knowing it'll be length. Always looking to use the vertical bat face with mid-off up in the ring. Just enough to get it over.
Yeah, just keep going. You can have a very, very high ceiling in terms of the team total. 177 now. Still got 32 legal deliveries. He goes down the ground, leg side, a little pockets in leg side too. Drags it leg side. Has he got the pocket? Not quite. Just a single.
Right, Baz, your local ground, belter of a track. You said 220. At this rate, they're looking at more than 240. Oh, I said there is a chasing side that can do it. It is Islamabad United, but you mentioned earlier with their batting form, you reckon that 240 is enough?
240 will be one chase. If they can do it, we'll be in for entertainment. I think they'll be well happy if they get to 240. And they've been put in, and if you get to anything like 240, it is job done. And Riley Rossouw, well, he's got plenty in the tank yet. Another boundary to the leg side 15 done. Quetta Gladiators 182 for 2.
Yeah, it's been brilliant. Once again into position earlier, even after the switch and the dance around the crease, picks it up nicely. 244, highest successful chase in Pindi. Well, probably be staring down a similar barrel than Islamabad when they come out.
Well, welcome to Carnage with Riley Rossouw. This has been extraordinary. 45 balls, 104, 102 for 2. 14 and over gets the 250 mark. That's what Rossouw will be thinking, 250 the way he's going at the moment. Unbelievable work. Shot that away, straight to the fielder, no run. What do you think, Amir?
Well, Islamabad must be ruining the fact why did they choose to bowl first here. It was such a good track, and they have got caught in the whirlwind of these two batters who are not holding back, looking for boundaries and doing it consistently.
What's going on? 2 dot balls.
Well, how would you stop them on this surface?
God. There are plenty of chat going around the boundary. There we go. There we go. Over the top. Another 6. Raining 6s.
Flagrant disregard for the bowlers. That's what we have seen throughout this innings. It's a boundary fest. No respite for the bowlers.
I know we're praising Riley Rossouw's inning, but I tell you, quietly, Hassan Nawaz, 43 of 26.
He's done his job. Oh, that's straight back at the ball. He just ducked underneath in time, Ahmad Wasim. That went like a rocket.
Mike Hazeman, sitting next to me, literally ducked it. That was a beauty.
It's coming straight at me. Look, coming straight at you. Duck, you're watching duck. Yep.
Well, I was traveling at the rate of knots. Whew.
10 off this over, 2 balls to go. Oh, there's going to be an extra as well. So wide and also sneaking through for 1.
What's going on? Have they given up or what? The extras are just being leaked. We saw 5 earlier from the wicket-keeper leaked it, and I mean, all these runs is going to be hard to chase. Once they hit 250, that pressure of 250 is not going to be easy to handle.
Run rate nearly 12 and a half. Oh, that's high. There's a chance. He's got buckets, this guy. He's got buckets, and he's caught it. End those buckets. Big Jason Holder. He doesn't drop them. It is the end of something really special. That has been a remarkable innings to watch. It really has. Riley Rossouw, quite spectacular. From the moment he walked out there, I think it was the first ball he hit for 6. Really brilliant to watch him play like that. He hasn't got as many runs as he would like. Well, he's made amends tonight, that's for sure. Sensational stuff.
Yeah, Islamabad United can breathe now. They were tense. But the job Riley Rossouw was doing, which was fantastic. Produced a quality innings at the right time. And lauded by all and sundry. 104. It's 194 for 3.
Gladiators have breathed a sigh of relief. Chapman, more orthodox in the middle now. Now look to place shots straight away, though. He's looking to come back for the second. Holder tidies up. They canter back for the second. It's a big over, 14 from it. 196 for 3.
But for once, he wasn't able to time the ball perfectly, Riley Rossouw, in this innings. But what an innings from him. It was a delight to watch.
I think it's worth just reflecting on Rossouw's knock. Just give you the numbers again. 104 off 46 deliveries, 14 4, 6 sixes in 54 minutes. My goodness. Carnage.
Should we call it brisk?
I think he was in a bit of rush, isn't it? From the word go, from the very first ball he faced, he meant business.
Holden out in the block hole. Squeezing that one out. That outfield's quick. Is that also going to go? No, it's not. Bit of tag teamwork. And to the results. That's good work.
If they want to stop this run flow, they have to bowl more Yorkers. Because length ball off this surface is just going all over the place. It's just hit through the line kind of a surface. It does not matter what length you bowl, what half you bowl, the ball has disappeared. You see the first, second, third, fourth, all halves, wherever they bowl, the ball has disappeared.
Everybody is not Waqar Younis. To bowl 6 Yorkers can be really difficult. That's a good contribution from Hassan Nawaz. He went about the job quietly and he has taken over now, ever since Riley Rossouw departed.
Yeah, 3 4s, 3 6s, really good supporting role, but the strike rate's 172. Rossouw appreciated the work that he did with him. Magnificent stand between those two guys, but nicely played, Nawaz. 29 balls for that. That's sparkling.
I just wanted to ask you a question. Now, everybody cannot be Waqar Younis. What else they can do apart from Yorkers?
Maybe pray.
Drilling that one to the sweeper. Brings up the 200.
To nail a Yorker, you need pace. And I don't think Jason Holder from that height can be sort of accurately bowl every delivery at that length. So I know he's tall, he gets that extra bounce, but this surface is so good that it doesn't bounce much.
Well, the batsmen will be thinking about their role for Islamabad. That's nicely bowled. Batting deep in the crease as well at the moment, Nawaz. Digging that out and coming back for 2. So good work from Jason Holder. That's as good as you can get with that. The number for the bowlers right now is to make sure they don't concede a boundary, hopefully. That'll be the ploy from them. Jazz fan post question: which bowler has bowled the most dot balls in HBL PSL history? Wahab Riaz, Hassan Ali, Shaheen Afridi, Mohammad Amir. For top bowlers. Slow delivery. Drilled, no boundary. It's good work from Jason Holder so far.
Yeah, talking about Hassan Nawaz, one thing was amiss in his batting, and that was scoring runs with alacrity. But last 2 innings, what we have witnessed is very encouraging for Pakistan. Now he's started to take the responsibility. He's learning to play the situations. That augurs well.
8th over was the last one when they bowled an over which was below 10 runs. That is smashed. Mike Hazeman duck again. 107 for 3.
Look at Viv. He's a bit stunned. Seeing this ball disappearing all over the place. The buckets couldn't stop this.
I hope the umpires are insured.
Righto, 3 overs remaining now. 207 for 3. 250. That's some going to get there. Not out of the equation, though. Mendes to come in after these guys. They'll be hoping it's just Nawaz and Chapman who are there at the death. Nawaz, I presume, will be key. Chapman's just arrived. Top order batsman for Islamabad United will know they've got a serious job in their hands here. Serious chase. Projected score at this rate, 244. That's picked up and that's drawn for 6. Very good shot indeed. First ball of the over, that disappears.
Well, last time Shahzad bowled, he gave away 15 in the previous match. And it was the same batter, Hassan, who won the game for Quetta Gladiator. And the first delivery disappearing. Look at that. That's arrogant. That's a beauty.
Yeah, you do tend to develop affinity to a certain bowler. And that's what is the initiative taken by KFC. Every time a 6 is hit, some lucky one gets a scholarship.
Yeah, good stuff, those deserving students. Nice one, KFC. It's nicely bowled, actually. I saw him move across and just went across a little bit more. Good work from Shahzad. Gee, what a tough time for him to come into the attack again. Bowling his first over. I wonder why Kyle Mayers wasn't squeezed in at some stage to have a bowl.
I think that can be the way to go for the bowlers, to bowl wider. And the only thing the captains have to recognize, if the bowler is looking to do so, have a deep third man in place. More protection on the offside can work well on a surface like this.
Underneath that one, that's coming our way. Wackart's coming our way. What a shot in the slot.
He bowled a really good delivery, the previous one, which was wide. I don't know why he went with a slower one or in the slot. He wanted to swing the ball in. It's only swinging off the bat on this surface. Don't try to swing it. Have a little plan. Maybe bowl wide, which you did previous delivery.
It was good batsmanship from Hassan. He realized the bowler is looking to pitch the ball outside the off stump, shuffled across to be able to create his own length. This is intelligent.
Yeah, I like what you said, Amir. Just bowl wide. Maybe go round the wicket even and put man on the offside. Go across. At least bowl one side of the pitch.
Had to reach for that. Just the one. That's good stuff.
Like that. I mean, that was, yes, it might be called wide at times, but this was a beauty. First one, length ball, picked up nicely. Again, in the slot. And dealt it beautifully by Hassan. Hassan moved to 66 of 35.
Nawaz was deep in the crease as well. That's what he was always looking to do. Trying to get under the ball, which is exactly what he did with those 2 6s. He's not so much Chapman. Standard stance for him. Oh, that's nicely bowled. Good stuff. A couple of words of encouragement. That would have been what Jason Holder was trying to give Shahzad 2 balls ago. So nicely done. Those next 2 deliveries. Which batter? Jazz Fan Pulse. Which batter's the highest average in HBL PSL matches at Lahore? Babar Azam, Mohammad Rizwan or Chris Gale? A couple of tough questions now. 22 fours and 11 sixes at this stage. It's a very good finish to the over, actually. Being asked to bowl a tough one, he's done, I think, done nicely after getting pounded in the first couple. 221 for 3. Islamabad United, no Andres House today. He got 80, I think, last time he played here, if I'm not mistaken. And also no Colin Munro. So a couple of key batsmen, experienced batsmen. Hoss being a particularly aggressive batsman. Light. 2 overs to go. Short delivery. It's gone over the top. Bit of glove involved. And it's gone for 4.
Runs are important at this moment. They're looking to breach 250, Quetta Gladiators, for the first time in this HBL PSL. And starts the 19th penultimate over with a boundary. Pressure on the seam.
I think it was a slow delivery into the surface. Still come to you as a batter with a decent pace, so you can use that pace.
Yeah, no glove. It rolled off the blade, actually. There's the areas that he can go on the onside, the gaps. Oh, that was a little bit wide. And we're going to have a bit of a look at this one, I think, perhaps. Standing upstairs to see if it's a height issue also. Yep, that's what Kumar Dharmasena is just explaining to Naseem Shah.
I think he's just waiting on the third man to see if that ball was above waist height. If that is above waist height, that means that is no ball. If it is not that, that means it's wide, because he was quite wide outside the off stump, but that is clearly over the waist height. So things are getting worse for the Islamabad United. It's going to be hard to chase.
Yeah, there's confirmation, and that free hit, which is a nightmare. Azam Khan's got a few issues with his hand as well, trying to stop that delivery, which is not easy when it comes flying through over stump height when it goes past the stumps.
When on a pitch like this, your good deliveries are going for so many runs, what is going to happen to you with this free hit?
A couple of areas there on the onside that are available. Straight, perhaps. Hit the deck with that delivery. Coming back for 2, so he's got out of that quite nicely, Naseem Shah, in the end. Time for the fans to enjoy a bit of cricket with Pakistan's own brand Tapal at the Tapal Tea Lounge. This is the #1 tea brand of Pakistan. Pakistan can be very proud of Tapal Tea and what they've done over the years, and HBL PSL, I'm sure, are very pleased with their sponsorship. It's been a long-term sponsorship as well. Another one, great to see. Short delivery. He's got something to work with there, and he's hammered that flat for 6. Fine shot.
He got away with a slow bouncer with the previous delivery, but this time around, Nawaz was ready and able.
Islamabad United have not recovered from Lahore. They had a terrible time in Lahore, and they're really getting hammered all over the park here in Islamabad now.
He's doing a wonderful job batting so deep in the crease too. Nawaz make it more difficult. Both feet behind the crease. Full toss that time. Hasn't hit it cleanly, but he'll be able to come back and retain the strike, which will be important for the Gladiators, who are surging big time. Islamabad United, by the way, with that no ball, they've now bowled 10 in HBL PSL 2025. It's the joint most, along with Peshawar Gladiators.
What a knock, Hassan Nawaz, 76 of 38. He's matching Riley Rossouw now, striking at 200. 83 runs, last 34 deliveries, only 1 wicket. Islamabad United could manage. Another one. That is huge, humongous. What a hit, Hassan Nawaz.
And that too on a slow delivery. Had to reach for it. flat batted it for yet another 6. Is closing in on 100 here, Hassan Nawaz.
That's a great shot again from deep in the crease. Disappearing, Nawaz, disappearing.
Love the extension of the arms.
Last ball from Tas. He's got that out of the screws as well, and that's gone for 6. Fetch that one. Pick the bones out of that. 50 partnership as well. 28 off the over. 249 for 3. Extraordinary start from the Gladiators.
And this is the over Naseem Shah would like to forget. Went for 28. He tried different lines and lengths. Nothing worked for him. A man of the moment, Hassan Nawaz.
Someone said they might get 250.
They'll get a lot more than that. I think it's Chapman's job now to just quietly take a single and give a youngster a chance to get to his 100. He needs two big hits to get there, and if he gets 3 or 4 deliveries, there's every chance.
Dwarshuis, Chapman on strike. Just punches that down the ground. Ticks over to 1. 250 on the board now. Now, best batter, of course, the Hanif Muhammad cap is that awarder, and the best bowler, the Faisal Mahmood cap, gets that cap for us to cap it all off, I suppose. M3O1K Solar Energy behind it, and the leading run scorer and leading wicket taker, HBL PSL, will get a complete solar system for his house from M3O1K Solar Energy. Nice stuff from M3O1K.
Talk about the energy. What energy we have seen throughout this innings.
Deep in that crease again, what can you do? Oh, it's in the slot, and he's nailed that for 6. That has disappeared for 6 right away, straight off the blade, gone.
Can he go wrong? Can he go wrong, Hassan Nawaz? What ball striking. He's hitting the ball with his will at the moment.
I'm not sure if that ball is coming back. 2 months ago, he scored 100 for Pakistan in 44 deliveries. And he's on 94. He's a hit away to get to his first 100 at this level, HBL PSL.
On 94. Oh, that was going. He wanted it. He wanted it badly. Dot ball. What's that? It's in one of those for a while.
It was in the slot. I think he was eyeing more toward onside than offside. He hit a beautiful shot against Naseem Shah previous over mid-off. So keep your options open both sides of the pitch. 3 balls remaining.
Here we go, 94. Oh, it's another dot ball. Dwarshuis, nicely bowled.
That's not his zone.
Very lucky Dwarshuis to get away with it. That was wide, wasn't it, Mike? I see.
And breathes, Waka, and breathes. A little bit of a breathing opportunity, but relax to Palti. There we go. Calm there, not in the middle. Oh, that's going to be a wide. Azam Khan's diving left, right and centre at the moment.
This was wide, wasn't it?
Righto, 2 balls to go. What can you do? 94 off 43. You got to 50 off 29. Quetta Gladiators on fire. Absolutely on fire. Bottom of the bat. It's not going to go all the way. They're going to scamper back for 2, which means he needs a boundary off the last ball to pick up those 3 figures.
Well, he's still in the game. He's the kind of inning he's played, he deserves 100. He's worked really hard with Rossouw, and then when it was his turn, he really justice to his inning. 44 deliveries he's faced for 96. Come on, son. Hit another one. Big one.
The highest total in PSL history is 262 by Multan in 23. Here we go on 96. And has he got it? Yes, he has. He got it. Magnificent. Another sensational exhibition of batting. 45 balls only. Outstanding work. A strike rate of 222. Look at those deep breaths. Then a pump of the fist. They'll get a big pat on the back from the great man as well. That is a magnificent 100. The second of the innings.
Yeah, after winning that game, played in Lahore against the same opposition, he's oozing in confidence now. Hassan Nawaz. This is the joint highest ever in HBL PSL history. The last time any team went over 260 was Multan Sultans in 2023. What an effort by Quetta Gladiators. They are gaining momentum at the right time.
Yeah, there you go. Look at this. They love it. In the dugout, they absolutely love it. One centurion earlier, which was magnificent work. There's Viv. Quick little word from him at the moment. Top stuff, this.
Without a doubt, he deserved that 100. Yes, it was a little edgy right at the end to get to his 100. And look at the jubilation in the dugout. Vivian is very quiet. He's very calm at this stage, and very calm Hassan Nawaz. He thoroughly enjoyed it. He's one for the future. Scored 100 for Pakistan just recently. And Moin Khan is over the moon. This team is unstoppable at this stage.
First time in HBL PSL history a team has scored 200s in the same innings. You have been entertained so far. We're halfway through this game. I wonder what's in store for the next half. Viv, nod of approval. He loved it, absolutely loved it. Congratulations, Hassan Nawaz. 45 balls only. Superb stuff. 9 sixes and 4 fours.
We are royally entertained here, haven't we? Only 5 batters required to get there to 63. 2 centurion this innings. Saud was good when he started off the innings. Find the rhythm, find few boundaries to set the tone of the game.
We were just so busy in admiring those hundreds. We forgot to tell you what was the total they got. They got 263 in 20 overs. 2 massive innings. Saud Shakeel played quite nicely up at the top, but the rest of the batting was not required.
However, we've got to say that it's an extremely good batting track. Look at that partnership, 134, 64 balls between Nawaz and also Rossouw. That was just carnage from Rossouw, and Nawaz and Chapman 69, brilliant, 69 off 27 balls. So that is amazing stuff to watch. Ball, that white ball, watching it fly all over the place tonight, says Rawalpindi. Amazing to see the clean hitting too. Boundaries, it's not the biggest ground, but a lot of those sixes were carrying by some distance.
Let me count the ballers we used. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They used every resource they had. Only Imad Wasim picking up 1 wicket. Wicket for Naseem Shah, but they all went for runs. All over 10 and over. Nawaz only bowled 1 over. He went for 21. A very few dot deliveries in there.
15 sixes and 24 fours. That's an extraordinary percentage of boundaries. Unbelievable stuff. Wow, I think everyone needs to just take a little bit of a lie down here. This has been terrific to watch. That is the target though. Great batting track. I wonder what's in store. 264 it is to win.
I reckon. I could a little bit, yeah. That's why I was worried. Oh no, I need to hear you when I hear you, but for some reason this field mic is shit. So how?
Righto, halfway mark of match number 26 at the moment. Now, Rossouw and Arslan Nawaz were just sensational, magnificent centuries. Now, I'm just going to give you some details here of this innings from the Quetta Gladiators. 70% of the runs in boundaries, 160 runs scored in the last 10, 81 in the last 5. Unbelievable stuff. Pitch side with Aaron Holland.
Oh, wasn't it belligerent batting at its very finest by the boys today from Quetta Gladiators? Martin Guptill, a wonderful power hitter himself alongside me. Marty, is there anything in this track at all for the bowlers? Like, I'm looking down, but it just looks like an absolute road. What did you make of how it played over the last 20?
It was an absolute road, wasn't it? I mean, there was no respite for the bowlers. Edges were flying, good shots were going, the slot balls were disappearing. So if the Islamabad United's batters can get away, it's going to be pretty tough going.
Oh, it was just it's wonderful batting from ball one, really, to be honest. Yep. Rossouw, though, we'll start with him. His third ever century in HBL PSL. He's an absolute animal when it comes to this particular game, and once again he just put the goods together. A little slow to start, perhaps only a bit of an injury, but seemed to hurt less the more runs he got. Yeah, it
looked like the adrenaline kicked in, but you know, he was just so still when he was hitting the ball. You know, we've seen previously against spin he's been pretty slow, but tonight he found a method that worked for him, and that was through the slog sweep. And then we see him doing some ramps there, some pull shots. It all seemed to work for him tonight, and he was belligerent, and it showed in his end result.
He absolutely did, and he scored all around the park. We'll take a little look now. Quite a few laps, wasn't there? Not so much straight down the ground, but everywhere was punished.
Yeah, it certainly was. He showed a bit of improvisation, you know, getting square on to the ball and being able to lap a few, faking a few laps, and you see there 32% behind square on the leg side. So that says to me that they targeted very straight to him to try and cut him down, but he was able to get it away tonight.
So he played the lap shot absolutely beautifully, but I want to talk to you about almost the way that he balked by intending to play a lap shot and then all of a sudden sort of reconfigurating and managing to play a traditional shot as well. I thought it was really interesting that he had so much time at the crease to be able to reassess so quickly. Yeah,
he's just playing a bit of mind games with the bowlers, getting into a position where they think, oh, he's going to lap, but then moving late. I mean, see that first one there, some really still positions, and look at that, he's watching the ball right onto the bat there, faking the move there and being so still to be able to hit the ball. His head was still, his eyes were level, and when it's like that, you can hit the ball anywhere.
He was absolutely brilliant. We know he loves batting in the HBL PSL, and I tell you what, they were sent in to bat the Gladiators and they put on the highest ever total in the history of the HBL PSL, 263.
It's a mammoth
with wickets
total.
in hand. Did they go too soft?
Well, you can never say that, but look, they've got a mammoth total, but we've seen the previous high score here. It was only won by 10 runs, so got to 250, chasing 260. Can Islamabad get close?
Well, one man that's probably ruining the way that he got out when Finalen got run out. We know how incredible he can be, but the youngster, Hassan Nawaz, backing up a brilliant effort last match against this same side. He gets his maiden 100 on the last ball of the innings. It's poetic.
Yeah, it was brilliant, wasn't he? He was the perfect fall to how Rossouw was going, and then when Riley got out, it was all up to him. The power hitting he was in, the positions he was able to hit from, it was really impressive, and he was just following on from the other night.
How about the nerves in that last over as well? Ben Dwarshuis, he's a crafty character, but a couple of dot balls. Mark Chapman farmed him the strike so he could have the opportunity, but there was a moment there where you thought maybe it was going to overcome him. What goes through your mind when you're standing out in the middle and you've only got 5 balls left to score that elusive 100?
Well, for me, it's all, I'm trying to hit the ball to the boundary. Every ball, I'm trying to hit it. It doesn't matter where it goes. You're trying to get as many runs as possible. He was lucky enough to get enough of the strike in the last over, and maybe a little bit of a lucky one at the end there, a nick over third man. But hey, look, that's how cricket goes, and he played well, and congratulations to him.
The nervous 90s are absolutely a thing, aren't they?
Sometimes they are. Not in T20. When you're going like that, there are no nerves. It's all, I'm trying to hit the ball as hard as I can and as far as I can.
I'll tell you what, we've seen some absolute fireworks today. Confirmation that we've just seen the highest ever total in the history of the HBL Pakistan Super League. There it is there. Quetta, 163 for 3 against Islamabad. No surprises that Multan and Quetta have 2 and 3 on that list now, all at Rawalpindi. What is it about this ground that just oozes runs?
It's just such a true wicket. You can play good shots, you can play the power shots, and the outfield's lightning quick, so you get value for your shots when you're out here.
All right, Islamabad United, they're a power-packed top order. They do have the firepower to get this done. What do you anticipate is going to happen in the next 20?
Well, they just need partnerships. To chase a total like this, you need big partnerships to basically control the whole innings, and if they can do that, they are in with a sniff.
And I think if they had their time back, they'd probably elect to have a bat first, don't you think, United?
Yeah, potentially. But what's done is done. They got a job in front of them now, so they have to go out and bat really well.
Well, fate is in their hands. Not an ounce of dew out here at the moment just yet, I can tell you, because there's a little bit of a breeze around. Remains to be seen whether or not they can better that best ever score in the HBL PSL. But one thing is for sure, we are in for one hell of a ride if they're going to get close.
Thank you, Marty, and thank you, Aaron. Martin Guptill was in that game in the previous one, which was the highest ever in the HBL PSL. 264 Islamabad United require. Imagine that, winning the toss and putting Quetta Gladiators in. Captain not playing, he has plenty on his plate. He's just almost zoned out thinking about this chase. Well, if Islamabad United get anywhere close, we're in for some entertainment. Sabzada Farhan, he is in form, and he'll need all of that form tonight. Saud Shakeel, well, he'll be pretty happy with the way things have gone in the first 20 overs. Can Quetta just do enough and close this game out? It's a wonderful batting wicket, but you couldn't have asked for more runs, could you, Koki?
What a first 20 overs we've seen, and hopefully what a second 20 overs. We've just shown you some of the highest run chases in HBL PSL history. Martin Guptill played in that second one where Quetta set 263, and in reply, one of the other highest run chases was the reply in the second innings. They got close to knocking down, or knocking off I should say, 262. So let's see whether Islamabad United with 𝐑𝐄-𝐈𝐕𝐄 and Farhan can get close to this 264. 253 in the run chase when they were chasing down 262. Mohammed Amir back into tonight's Gladiators side. Bazid Khan. Rawalpindi just keeps giving in HBL PSL.
Yeah, absolutely. And the crowd comes in, the runs flow, and now it is up to Islamabad United to make a match of this. Amir back in the side. He's been wonderful with the new ball. A couple of good overs from him, and then Islamabad United are really backs to the wall. Well, first delivery. and starts off with one. Almost struck the pad, a single to start off with. Now, it does also give the batters clarity, really, just see ball, hit ball.
But in some ways, I know it's such a huge target to look at and try and put it into context of where they need to be after the Pepsi power play, where they need to be from that 6th to 10th over, and then the next phase. Somebody who could probably talk us through it a little bit better was a man who set that second highest total with Jason Roy on that day, Martin Guptill, who has ran upstairs. He's still fit. If any side needs somebody, they're going to have to try and get it through those fielders on your screen now.
Appeal, and this looks pretty close. Yes, given. Amir strikes. Kyle will obviously have a chat. Is he going upstairs? Has he hit that? No, he just walks off. So it's first blood to Muhammad Amir.
Not the start Islamabad United were after here. Very straight ball. And Kyle Myers going across the line of it a wee bit. As you see here, that looks very adjacent to me. I think he knew in the back of his mind. And Muhammad Amir, how happy is he? Breakthrough in the first over. Islamabad now losing their first. They are 1 for 1.
Mohammad Shahzad with the promotion. Clips it away leg side. Just a single. And Muhammad Amir in his spell can have such a big impact.
Yeah, and obviously he's lost a bit of pace, but when you bowl these sort of lengths, these sort of lines, it's not the best looking shot in the world. It's just gone straight across. And he was never, once he knew he'd never hit it, he was never going to review that. Didn't do a lot, didn't swing. And he can give him a little glance and tell him, your night is done, son.
Now, straight away, when you give Ahmed the ball, you know he hit those areas. He also gets a little bit of subtle variation going right up top. He'll bowl the slow one, bowl one quick delivery. But even with the new ball, he's not afraid to take the pace down.
I want to ask Martin now, mentally as a batter, I know it's a huge chase anyway, but how tough is this?
It's really tough. You need to get off to a flying start, but you also need wickets in hand to be able to make use of that last 10 overs.
Gone! Straight to short mid-wicket. Amir has to!
Another one down for Islamabad here. Farhan, he can't believe it. Looks like he got a pretty good connection on that ball. Back of a length from Amir. He's a happy camper, isn't he? He's putting his side well in front here at the moment. Crowd is looking pretty happy too, as we see here. Back of a length. Gets slightly high on the bat, and all he can do is just pick out mid-wicket. And that's a pretty easy catch in the end. Islamabad losing their second now. Amir is happy. 2 for 2 in the first over.
And captain walks in the first over. Blocks it away. What a start from Mohammad Amir. Local lad gets 2 wickets in his first over. It's 2 for 2. Just a start and more. Quetta Gladiators got from Mohammad Amir. Didn't play in the previous 2 games. He's come back and straight away has made an impact, especially when the target is 264. 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇 has not had a bad HBL PSL either. He's been good with the new ball. Lovely shot, floated up and absolutely caressed through the offside with power.
As a batter, this is what you want early on in your innings. Shahzad gets just what you want. Ball shaping away, over pitched, and that is just a beautiful cricket shot. He hasn't tried to hit that too hard, and that has raced across this outfield. Just genuine timing all the way for 4.
PCB and HBL PSL in partnership with Exchange on Donating for Humanity. 10,000 for a boundary and 20,000 for 6.
That's a better length. He'll pick up a single. Will the umpire have a look? I think he's fine. But what a start. Any captain, of course it's easier when you're defending 263, but Mohammad Amir, wow. Set the tone, experience, length deliveries. Just went round a straight delivery given out. Kumar Damasina, and then look at the length. And because they can stay deep on the edge of the circle because of the total, he can't get it past. 2 wickets in that first over.
Cut away too wide and he'll get the boundary.
Salman Aliaga licking his lips on that one. Another one you want up front, short and wide. And all he has to do is throw his hands through that. Get enough better on that, flies over short third man.
It's a poor delivery though. It is such a poor delivery. On this sort of surface, you have to make sure length is perfect, but also the line as well. Got to be looking to attack the bails, the top of the stumps. Any fuller, you're going to get hit back over your head.
Backs away, threads it through the offside, but there is protection. The world's #1 new energy vehicle brand. Now in Pakistan, you can book now at www.byd/mega.com.
Nice looking car that, Baz.
Electric one as well.
Beautiful. I bet you'd love one of them, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
BYD, what an excellent car that is.
BYD Seal. A lovely bowling. Islamabad United 12 for 2. Now, I was listening to the pre-match, the show pre-match.
I wondered when you were going to get down to it. And who did me and Marty
I didn't listen to you. I didn't listen to you, Koki, at all. You said Islamabad United. But Martin Guptill, he goes for Islamabad United. Looking at the score, 264 to get 12 for 2. Just on the fence now, aren't I?
Well, clearly I didn't know that Quetta were going to get 263 up front, so it could be in the trouble here.
In the air, tracks back, but no. Just get backed for 2. Abrar cleans up. It is 14 for 2. And just a small matter of 13.89 runs to the over required. There has been entertainment. The home crowd would want some entertainment from Islamabad United with the bat. There's obviously local support. Amir hails from Rawalpindi, so the crowd will enjoy his spell. He's already got two. Can he get another one? Wide down the leg side.
In a chase like this, Corky, as a bowler, you're trying to get the batters to hit your best ball, aren't you? You hit them off the top of the stumps. Batters have to play good shots to those balls.
Yes, spot on. That's what I think. Unfortunately, I think that this is a problem with bowlers now, that they're trying to think of 4 different options. Think of what is your best ball. Mohamed Amir is back of a length. He hasn't got the pace he used to have, aiming for probably top of middle, top of off. Changes of pace are good. I don't mind them, especially when you do it like that and as well as that. And also what we've seen in this year's HBL Pakistan Season 10 is a good bouncer as well.
And we know that he has a good bouncer, and from experience it is a very good bouncer, very quick. But the slower balls, the change of paces, it's got to be on the right length. If you get too full, if you get too short, it can be trouble.
Yeah, and you can see that it's not easy for batters to get it through, to bisect some of those areas. We're showing you now where some of the areas are, where they can point through and look at cover there, a big massive area that they can hit through, and deep mid-wicket. And look how all the circles of the areas that they can cover the fielders.
Amir changes the angle round the wicket and darts the ball back in. Again, pace off.
Jazz. Use Jazz Cash to recharge more and more load, or packages of Jazz or any other network, and win an electric SUV, you beauty. Jazz, we are with you tomorrow. We cannot wait for your luncheon tomorrow. Thank you so much, Jazz.
Turned away, just a single now. Shahzad have a tough game. He's been told to bowl in sort of 20th over last time around. Now he's batting at number 3.
I'm going to just answer the bowling part, and I think it's so hard to come and bowl your first delivery round about the 17th, 18th over. Last game, it was the last match, doesn't work. Martin Gupta will tell you more about batting, because guess what? I couldn't bat.
Now this is excellent again from Amir. The new ball got 2 wickets in the first over, and he's just gone for 5. He's bowled 10 deliveries. Remember that they're chasing 264.
And just on that batting, as a young player coming in, you want to be able to express yourself, and I mean, what a game to be able to do it when you're chasing 260. You've got nothing to lose, really. Go out there, express yourself, play the way that you want to play, and bat with the guy at the other end too, because it's so much easier to bat with the guy at the other end than having a revolving door of new batters coming in.
Amir again, slower and just drifting the ball back in. This is an absolute skill.
It's time for the fans at the Tapal Tea Lounge, Pakistan's own brand. It's beautiful. And also thank you to Tapal Tea. We've got a lovely little basket of goodies from Tapal Tea. If you've got a chance, get yourself to one of the games and get yourself in that lounge.
You've gone through that basket really quickly, haven't you?
Lovely.
Corky?
Everything in that basket. Even got my own name on my own Tapal Tea mug. Beautiful.
Lovely. That's the first. Another slow one, chipped. Oh yes! Second attempt. Mohammad Wasim. Quetta Gladiators can do nothing wrong.
And what a catch this is from Mohammad Wasim. Backtracking is never easy, especially under the lights. A beautiful piece of bowling from Mohammad Amir as well. Coming down the wicket into the surface, and he just sort of bunts at the ball there. No real follow through, and he just taps it up beautifully, falls into his chest, and that is a Jazz super wicket, that one. He's happy with that.
Just having a look now, that the third umpire just checking, it's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine.
Confirmation there. That one is out. Amir has 3, Islamabad 3 down. Salman Ali Agha has to go for 6. Islamabad now 19 for 3.
Islamabad United 19 for 3. Inbox Mohammad Nawaz. Required run rate 14.41. Mohammad Wasim in the attack. And he's greeted with a smash down the ground. And boy, that is hit well.
That is an impressive strike. Ahmed Shahzad is step hitting that one. Wasim Jr. getting his length all wrong there. This could be just what Islamabad need. We see that. That's in the slot, and that's a beautiful strike. Straight down the ground. Didn't have to run for that one.
Now each time a player hits a 6, KFC will award a scholarship to a deserving student via the KFC scholarship program. Short ball, and that's gone down to third. One bounced into the fence. 10 of the first 2.
Wasim Jr. on the back foot here. Lovely batting here from Shahzad. He gives himself a little bit of room. Wasim goes short. It's just enough bat on that, and that flies away. This is just what the doctor ordered for Islamabad United. This could be the over to get the innings underway.
And it just shows whatever position you find yourselves in as a young boy or girl when you're coming in and trying to bowl, you can't just float one out. It's got to hit the pitch straight away.
Pace off. That's a dot ball in.
Take a look at this catch. He's got a smile on his face now. He had a bigger smile on his face at the end of Mohammad Amir's over. It was a slower ball, didn't panic. That's what he did really well. Got a hand on it. Look at the celebration. Don't panic, don't panic.
And what he did well there, he stayed side on to be able to track the ball all the way and be able to get that one hand to the ball and bring it back into himself. Not an easy thing to do, but he did it perfectly.
Thrashed away into the offside. That is 14 of the first 4.
Beautiful batting again here from Shahzad. Pace off again from Wasim. He just stands still, give himself room, stands still, and he just thrashes that over point. Absolutely no chance for the fielder to get anywhere near that. Optimistic little dive there from Finn Allen. He's flying now, 24 off 11. He's going to have to go for a lot longer than this to be able to get them close.
And he's also getting hit through the offside. I know he's only allowed 2 fielders out in this Pepsi power play, but they're both leg side.
That's the option. The short ball has a little word too. Didn't like being smashed away. Now, remember, there's a 6-4 and a 4, and they're up with the required run rate. They have to do that every over for the next 16 overs.
Yeah, just on those words he gave him there, in a chase like this, as a bowler, you have to realise you are going to go for boundaries, aren't you, Corky? You have to be content with that, and you just have to come back with your next best ball, the next ball you come and bowl.
So he's bowled a short ball. It won't be allowed another short ball, especially over shoulder high. He's got to now his plan set now.
Goes full. Is it in the air? Chance taken. That is brilliant balance. Chapman with the catch.
Shahzad will be ruining that one there. That was in the slot as well. It's like they're checking the boundary here. Here we have Mark Chapman on the boundary here. Great balance there, good awareness of where he was on the boundary.
Do you know what, good people? This is where I think the umpires, and this is where I think the game just slightly lets itself down. Take the fielder's word. He's well inside there, and I understand that while you've got the technology there, you use it. I get it, I understand it. But you know Mark Chapman, he's not going to tread on the cushioning and then claim a catch. And this is where I just think we could get on with it. It's just time of the game that we could just be speeded up. And we're trying to give them different angles. There may not be different angles. You can see that the cushioning hasn't been touched. It's out.
Yeah. Common sense has got to prevail at times, doesn't it, Corky? Shahzad is already off the park. 33 for 4.
A lovely shot. They have lost 4 wickets, but it's such a true batting track. Beautifully hit.
That is one of the shots of the night. The ease in which he just dropped his bat on this. Just pure timing here from Nawaz. Slightly wide, and he has just timed that beautifully. Behind square. Hit it so late, so much under his eyes. That races across the turf. Much needed boundary for Islamabad. Nawaz off the mark.
This time down the ground, all the way.
Well, look, this is the 4th time we've used this surface this season. And this, to me, is the Pindi pitch of last year. The runs that we saw last year, the pace of the pitch, the flatness of the pitch, not just last year, but in years to come. Martin Guptill played on this surface, and it is flat. This is what we want to see here. Runs galore. Not if you're a bowler. Get your hamstring done and get off the pitch.
That was a beautiful shot there from Nawaz. That was in such a good position that the hip thrust through the ball when he on contact. It's like a baseball swing that, and he has absolutely clobbered it.
And just remember, in the Pepsi power play, so a lot of fielders are in that circle, 2 are out.
Best batter, Hanif Mohammad Cap. Best bowler, Fazal Mahmood Cap. The leading run scorer and leading wicket taker of HBL PSL will get a complete solar system for his house from Enverex Solar Energy. Over to you, Corky.
I'm not promoting you anymore for 𝐿𝐵𝐿𝐿𝐿. They know you need a new solar system.
Short, that is a quick delivery, there is a chance. Settle, taken. The short ball does the trick.
I just love that, and I'm seeing this a lot more this season, even on flat surfaces, even though he's probably not the quickest. Just look at the line, look at the height. He's in form, Mohamed Nawaz. Look at the line and the height. We'll see the height there. It just skids through. He gets the top edge. Gets his hands in a good position. Mohamed Wasim Jr., he absolutely loves that. He doesn't. He's going to have to just take that horrible walk-off that we all love batters to do. Off your pop, son. Mohamed Nawaz gone for 10. 43 for 5.
Oh.
Yeah. Heather Ali in at number 7 within the Pepsi power play. 43 for 5. Still a small matter of 221 runs to get. Starts off with pace off.
Come on, Martin, what did he do wrong here as a batter, or did the bowler get it right?
It was just a well-directed short ball, wasn't it? Straight at the body, at the front shoulder, and there's not much you can really do there. He was got tucked up with his hands. He couldn't extend out to be able to hit it. Mohamed Wasim Jr. there, hands high, under the ball set, and a very easy catch in the end. Big job for Hyder Ali here for Islamabad United.
Chances his arm, doesn't get all of it, but quite enough. It has gone over for 6. The end of 5, Islamabad United 49 for 5.
And this is nothing but a baseball shot from Hyder Ali here. Bottom hand coming off the bat, on contact, he's got plenty on it. Little shuffle down the wicket and he clobbers that over long on, and he's off the mark with a maximum. 49 for 5.
Well, who would have thought? One over to go rather, before the Pepsi power play is done, and they're 5 down already. Teeing off from ball 1, which of course is what they had to do from the start to try and stay with the flow. When you're chasing a total like this, you've got to make sure you're there and thereabouts from the first over, and that's obviously been an issue. 5 down. A couple of guys who are brand new at the crease. Azam Khan, striker at 144, 1,200 runs in his HBL PSL career. Short delivery first up, which is no great surprise. A lot of the guys tend to do that. Arouge, how are you doing?
Very well, Hazy, and a very good evening to everyone watching. Well, we've seen this in the past. It's either bang or bust from the home team. They won 5 on a trot here at the start. But once you're chasing in an excess of 250, 264 to be precise, the target, you want to start well. And it's all gone horribly wrong already. Half the team back in the dugout. And Azam Khan, well, he'll be facing the music near his helmet.
A little bit leg side. A couple of slow deliveries. from Wasim to Shahzad. And then the 146.2k per hour delivery. And wicket. So 1 for 14. 2 balls into his second over. Last ball at 140, so that's where he normally operates, if not a little bit over that. That's hitting the bat quite hard, so nice rhythm from Wasim Jr. Time to just zip in and have a cup of tea, bit of Tapal tea in the Tapal Tea Lounge. Why not? The #1 tea brand of Pakistan. Those two just enjoying themselves there. A bit of a chat, maybe some gossiping, I think, between those two girls on the right. Business discussion on the left. Just put their tea down, those two. Not giving him any room to free those arms at the moment, and bowling with some good pace.
Welcomed him to the crease with that short one, well-directed short one, and then follows up with balls just dragging back into his stumps. Not allowing any room, pace on as well, so he's bowling a rapid over here. Already taken a brilliant catch, Wasim Jr. Now, what Azam Khan can't afford is those dot deliveries. 4 on a trot now. Does he take him on?
Extraordinary if he happens to bowl a maiden in a game like this. Gets that through. That's going to race away for 4. Good connection from Azam Khan.
A nice touch. A nice touch. It doesn't have to be all belligerent as it's been so far. Just to get off the mark. Gets on top of the bounce and is nicely carved away. Good shot. Just stands tall on that. Timing, the pitch an absolute belter. So the batter is more than happy to make good use of it. No lateral movement whatsoever, no swing.
Just found that gap through the covers. Terrific ball to finish. Dot ball. 53 for 5. Quick look at that match summary. Look at that, Gladiators. After being sent in 263 for 3, the highest score ever in the HBL Pakistan Super League. That's extraordinary. 2 centurions, 46 balls for Rossouw. Arslan Nawaz, 45 for his 100 not out, 104 for Rossouw. Magnificent work. And now 53 for 5. United are not United. 211 they need off 84 balls. I'm interested to watch this to see what Abra Ahmed does. He's got a bag of tricks on this sort of surface, so I'd imagine he'll be looking to vary his pace a little bit. Odd one out of the front of the hand. He's got a flipper, he's got a whole bag of tricks, so we can watch him quite closely. He's full of confidence too. There it is. Oh, that's out. That's out. It is a very good catch in the end. Bounced up and gathered in the second grab with that one paw.
Kusal Mendes back into the side. Quick hands behind, so follows the line of the ball. Wider, slower. The one that goes away. Big healthy nick into the gloves, takes the momentum off, and luckily for the keeper, just lobs not too far for him. A dive in the end to clean up the job. That is now 6 down for Islamabad for 53. Haider Ali goes for 6.
Jason Holder now. He likes to play his shots. Let's look at the work that he's done in his first HBL PSL season. 66 runs only. He's got some wickets, not many runs. As good a time as ever, Jason, to get a big score here. 6 down. A little bit leg side with that first delivery. Wide has been called. He's picked up 1 wicket straight away with the slider out the front of the hand.
Yeah, important just to keep his keep an eye on the way he releases the ball. The carom ball, very deceptive because he got a quick arm action, and with that he's got the ability to get the ball to just turn away and just come back. And on surfaces like this, Hazy, you don't need extraordinary turn. Just a touch here and there just to throw the line off.
Yeah, that wrong and the slower wrong in that last delivery. So we've seen the carom ball actually, I thought it was the slider, but no, it was the carom ball. And then the wrong un. Bag of tricks. Bit of extra bounce that time. Heading towards the splice of the bat. He's scampered down the other end. Azam Khan. Got to make sure you look your best when you come to the HBL PSL games, as J. is rewarding the best dressed spectator at every game with a luxurious J. gift hamper. Top moustache.
It'll now be interesting as how Azam takes it on. He likes playing the spin. The problem is there are no sighters, no balls available to just knock it around, because the asking rate just under 16 already. They gotta go. Even half a hit for Azam Khan is out of this ground, but he still needs to connect.
Where's he looking? What's he looking to go through? Over the top of extra cover maybe? Nah, no chance. No chance of that. That's really nicely bowled. 5 runs off his first and a wicket as well. 58 for 6. The Gladiators have been steamrolling Islamabad United tonight. Still find it hard to believe they got 160 runs off their last 10 overs. That was extraordinary batting. Brilliant stuff. The comparisons, well, there is no comparison really. Waheem Ashraf now. He's been in the wickets of late. That's cracked away. And out. Picked him out beautifully. It's a really good catch. He had to move sharply to his left. 𝐄𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄's taken a fine grab.
His third for the night, and the Gladiators, well, they can show off all their might tonight. It was crunch out of the middle, short one with width. Azam Khan, well, he can hit them hard. This is extremely well judged, not just to take it, but then make sure he keeps a hold of it and then also does not slide into the advertising cushion. Absolutely top job from the Gladiators. They haven't put a foot wrong, and they continue. 7 down now. Azam goes for 6.
With that wicket, the first delivery from Fahim into the attack. 12 wickets in the last 5 games. Ahmad Wasim in the middle now. Very experienced. What can he do? Eases that one down to the third man region.
Oh, they're stamping their authority in some style. Short and wide. Look how he's moved. Stayed low, moved horizontal. Extremely well judged. And even better is what happens after he takes it. Make sure he keeps a hold of it. Yeah, the juggling act from Islamabad continue, and they're not good at it.
That was a great camera shot, actually, the way that you can see how he picked it up so early. Terrific, moving to his left.
Yeah, fielding all about anticipation and moving quickly. Brilliant stuff from Wasim Jr.
Wasim into the game again.
A problem here for Islamabad United, where the asking rate 16.3 to require another 203 runs. Cricket's a funny game and nothing's impossible. However, they've only got 1 game left after this. And if they go down tonight and they don't win this one, they have to win the next one to secure qualification. So something that started off as a very good ride, well, has just gone wrong.
Thick edge, and that's gone screaming away for a boundary. They all count at this stage.
Paim Ashraf bowling some really good lines and lengths here. Just a good length with the angle across the left-hander. Even the first one Ahmad played, almost pulled his bat out. This one goes through with the short no slip. Thick, genuine edge flies through for 4. It's been 2 contrasting extremes in the way that the ball is pinged off the bat of the Quetta Gladiators, and not for Islamabad tonight.
Just looking at that graphic we just saw now, when you're out there batting and your team's not batting very well, you don't think there's any gaps in the field. That's the problem. You've got to try and find them somehow. Righto, 𝐑𝐄 selfie moment. Come on, guys, give us a smile. All 6 of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, smile. There we go. Have a look at that map. So when you're out in the middle and you're not scoring runs, you're not batting well, the team's not doing well, suddenly there doesn't look like you've got those gaps that you can find, you can pierce and get through on the onside or the offside. Looks like there's fielders all over the place. Eases that away just for 1. A wicket and a tidy over. 65 for 7. Mohammed Amir, fit again, back in the side. What a welcome for him. 3 for 6 in the couple of overs. He comes from this region as well. Plenty of support for him when he was bowling. Karim Zazad in the wickets again. 1 for 28 today, so he's been a live wire as well. There is maybe a time out there. Brahma continues. Time to meet our HBL PSL Hamari Hero powered by Homage Appliances.
So I've got Faizan Samir with me. He's a founder of a football academy. Faizan, पहले तो ये बताएं कि football academy ये कैसा काम आपने शुरू किया?
Sir, this has always been my passion. और जब से मैं जानता हूँ अपने आप को, मुझे एक ही चीज़ का शौक रहा है when it comes to sports, and that's always been football.
और आपकी ये क्वालिफिकेशन आपने यूएफए से क्वालिफाई किया?
जी सर, बेसिकली यूएफए का एक कोर्स होता है जो कि हर साल सिर्फ पूरी दुनिया से 35 लोग सिलेक्ट होते हैं उसमें. तो आई एम द ओनली एंड फर्स्ट पाकिस्तानी एवर टू गेट सिलेक्टेड फॉर दैट.
और जब वो कोर्स कर लेते हैं उसके बाद क्या प्रोसेस होता है? क्या फिर आपने अपनी एकेडमी सेटअप की, वो कैसे की, उसके बारे में ज़रा बताएं।
मल्टीपल प्लेसमेंट ऑप्शन होती हैं यूरोप के अंदर भी, लेकिन मैंने हमेशा से कोशिश यही की है कि पाकिस्तान के लिए कुछ किया जाए। तो वापस आके बेसिकली ये कोर्स आपको इक्विप कर देता है पूरे मुल्क के फुटबॉल ऑपरेशंस कैसे रन होते हैं। बट पाकिस्तान में अनफॉर्चुनेटली लेयर्स काफ़ी सारी हैं, काफ़ी सारे केओटिक मसले हैं फुटबॉल को लेके। तो मैंने यही सोचा कि यार जो चेंज मैं खुद लेके आ सकता हूँ पहले वहाँ से शुरू करूँ और फिर आगे देखा जाए।
कहाँ से आपने शुरू किया पहले?
तो सर हमने एक फुटबॉल की ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बनाई, आई वोंट कॉल इट अ फुटबॉल क्लब और अकेडमी, जिसके उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अंदर अकेडमी भी है, क्लब भी है, मेंस की टीम भी है, फीमेल की टीम भी है, और उसके अलावा कोचेज़ का एक प्रोग्राम है जिसमें हम कोचेज़ को आइडेंटिफाई करके उनके ऊपर इन्वेस्ट करते हैं और उनको सर्टिफिकेशंस के लिए बाहर भेजते हैं ताकि वो वापस पाकिस्तान आके खेल सकें।
बहुत ही शानदार काम कर रहे हैं, थैंक यू वेरी मच। प्लीज़ अगर आप ये साइन कर दें, आज आप हमारे हीरो हैं।
थैंक यू।
68 for 7 with one more to go now. Full toss. Has that been dished away? No, it hasn't. It's out. Friendly full toss, and he's just holed out big Jason Holder.
Almost felt like catching practice. In the end, Jason Holder probably must have felt I should have just hit that. It was more like he tried to time it. Didn't look like it was a complete swing of the bat. Not at the middle either. Right down the throat of a perfectly positioned Fahim Ashraf. All too easy for the Gladiators. Yes, says Viv. And he says that because Islamabad are now 8 down. Jason Holder goes for 3.
Wow, 9 overs done. 68 for 8. Ben Dwarshuis now. Best of 33 not outs. I'd imagine he'll look to have a little fun of the when he gets down the business end, as it will with that single.
Yeah, very quickly one follows the other. Fahim Ashraf now operating with the slip. Yeah, Jason Holder. A shake of his head in the end, probably could have hit that longer and harder. Not going their way tonight. Not at all for Islamabad. For the Gladiators, yeah, you can show those muscles off.
69 for 8. Seriously messy, that scoreline. Here we go. J. Super over. Couple go. Oh yeah, there we go. The third one. Big celebration as well. Congratulations. Nice little hamper from J.
Yeah, when you're not going well, all you're looking at is those fielders, which are in the round oblongs with the purple boundaries. And the lighter purples are the gaps. You want to hit those.
Tidy line from Fahim Ashraf. He'll keep banging away at that line and length. Fahim looking for the batsman to make an error.
Yeah, I don't think there can be any more hanging around. Required rate 18.5. 70 for 8. They have to swing and aim to get as many as they can. But what a performance it's been from the Gladiators. This will make a continuous winning streak of 5 if they get there.
I mean, it really is quite extraordinary what you were talking about before. Aruz, just unbelievable the way that Islamabad United started and suddenly just fell off a cliff after that week break.
There's a couple of things in there. It all started when they got to Lahore. Not sure who he's trying to call or what signs he's trying to make. Sheru must be disappointed. But you look at when they came out, they were in Lahore for a week, made 4 changes in the first game they lost, turned around, she made 5 changes the next game, makes 6 changes in the game after that. 18 players they've used in 3 games. It's just not been good enough.
Makes no sense. And yeah, there might have been a little bit of rustiness around the place with the side being on the sidelines for a week, but I mean, you can't use that as an excuse at all. You've got to make sure you're a professional unit. You've got to keep working hard and make sure the boys are in tune. And when you're winning, you don't change your side dramatically.
Yeah, absolutely agree with that. And then the reason given by Shadab was we wanted to just rotate our bench and give everyone a go. You kind of understand that if you are maybe looking at losing a few international players towards the back end and you want to give some, those are earmarked to replace like for like. You don't go around changing 18 players in 3 games.
Not at the halfway mark, goodness. Short delivery. First 5 matches, Islamabad's... Oh, I'll have to come back to that, by the way. Turnovers up, 72 for 8. First 5 matches, batsmen for Islamabad were averaging 42. Last 3 matches been averaging only 14. Fallen away dramatically.
Quetta is certainly going to topple Islamabad for #1 position. What cricket they have played tonight. They could do nothing wrong.
Yeah, Islamabad United now, they go on to lose this. They'll suffer in that net run rate, and then it'll be slightly tricky for them. They'll have to win their last game that they have against Karachi Kings. And today it's just been all one-way traffic. Jazz Fan Pulse winner, Ataur Rahman and Abdul Razak. Congratulations to you two, and there's also the leaderboard.
Ataur Rahman and Abdul Razak, test players.
Probably those. That's why they got the question right.
Most definitely. But Islamabad United got nothing right tonight. Or should I say this evening. Right from the toss, made the wrong call. They were made to suffer, and then the batters, they had no say.
There have been a few winners. Parkview City, free for fans, win a house contest, match 25 winner, Mohammad Ikram. He'll be in the mix to win a house at the end of HBL PSL. Oh, Islamabad United won 5 on the trot. Now it's all gone downhill.
Yeah, went off the boil completely. But good captaincy. Just introducing Hassan Nawaz, although he's gone for a 6, but it's not a bad move for him. Just weighing his options as a captain.
Slightly too short. Docious climbs into that. Is it well enough? Into the offside, be a single. So after 11, Islamabad United 83 for 8. Quetta Gladiators posted the highest HBL PSL total, 263, courtesy 100 from Riley Rossouw and 100 or just 45 deliveries from Hassan Nawaz. Islamabad United never in the chase. Amir with a couple of overs up front which almost killed the game straight away. 3 for 6. Khurramshahzad back in the attack. Round the wicket to the left-hander. Play and a miss.
Yeah, Mohammad Amir was magnificent with the ball. He still has that bite and combines it with experience. Now, what really impressed me with Mohammad Amir, with his spell, he realized that the batters are looking to work the ball square on the offside, changed the angle, kept bringing the ball back into the batters, and he prevailed thrice.
And adds so much. He's come back into the side and made an immediate impact with the new ball. He takes pace off, he works the angles. And remember, in T20, a couple of overs that go your way made such a huge difference.
And another thing he has developed, Mohammad Amir, when he's looking to bowl short, he goes very low in his action and confuses the batsman. And where the batsman think it's a very short delivery, goes for the pull shot and miscues it. And that's what we saw in the first over.
We go tell Bangrakam. Not a lot to dance about for Islamabad United, but if you're a Quetta Gladiators fan, you can dance all the way home. What this victory also does is confirm Quetta Gladiators finishing 1 or 2. That means that they play in the first game of the playoffs and have 2 bites off the cherry. If they lose that, they've got another chance to get into the finals. But it is such a huge advantage if you can finish 1 or number 2 at the end of the group stages. And they'll go to 13 points and they'll guarantee getting into that number 2 or number 1 spot.
What an innings from Riley Rossouw. Must be enjoying Tapal Danadarti.
He can do whatever he pleases after the innings that he's played. Most centuries in T20s, 9 for him now. And he's been so prolific in the HBL PSL. Into the onside, we just the single. So 12 done, 86 for 8. There's a lot of home support, Islamabad United fans, but it's not the game that they expected. But it has been entertaining. Islamabad United were the team to beat. First 5 games on the trot, they won convincingly. Now they're in a spot of bother. They've got another game left, which is Karachi Kings on the 10th. Now a lot depends on that. He's just having a little stroll.
Yeah, talking about Islamabad United, they got themselves to blame. And they were going like a runaway train. won 5 matches on the trot, and then the experimentation. Tried different combinations, started to lose games, and now they are struggling big time. At times you don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Yeah, lots to ponder. But Quetta Gladiators, well, they're a team that were reliant on spinners. Now they've almost gone the other way. They've gone to their fast bowlers and it has worked. The management will be very happy with the upturn of form. Captains leading from the front. Captaincy's been good. And they're peaking at the right time. They've sort of just made their way. Now look, a complete side, especially because of the seamers.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Ever since they brought back Mohammad Wasim Jr. into the side, the bowling attack looks potent. And they've been doing a fantastic job. And Mohammad Amir, as usual, stellar performer for them. And it was their bowling who brought them back into this HBL PSL. Most of the batters, they were struggling in the first half of HBL PSL.
Scan their QR code, download 𝐑𝐄-𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇 app and enter into the lucky draw. Chance to win a 𝐑𝐄-𝐍𝐆𝐋𝐈𝐒𝐇 motorcycle at every match. Now the bowling's really stood up, got them back into the tournament. Now their batting is also clicking, and that is great signs before the playoffs. In the air, chance, and dropped. A first real mistake from Quetta Gladiators.
The only human. It's 90 for 8. Yeah, he's another unsung hero, Abrar. Remember that game they played against Karachi Kings when he tethered Shan, and that spell of his actually brought them back into this HBL PSL, and that was easy. Should have been taken.
Writing on the wall the chance in that previous over. Quite simple. Or at least it was the captain, so you can't really have a go at anyone. It was a simple chance. He's dropped one earlier in Karachi, which was very simple this time. Just looped up in the air.
Yeah, when you're peering over your shoulder, never easy. I did the distance, and in the end, couldn't finish the job.
I just want to close this out to Quetta Gladiators. Islamabad United, on the other hand, will be thinking if we can leak out some runs, make sure that the damage to that net run rate is, it will be large, but it isn't out of proportion. That makes it so that once they come to that last game, they don't have any chance if they lose it. They want to be in a situation that the end net run rate is still in their favor. Pakistan #1, a solar brand trusted by the nation for over 15 years now. Straight down the ground is probably the safest bet. Maybe through extra cover is a slight little pocket where you want a boundary. Short ball pumped away leg side. He has found a pocket and he has found 4.
And the length was there. It was too short. And Imad was, Rossouw, beg your pardon, cleared the front leg to be able to hit the ball into the gap.
PCB and HBL PSL in partnership with Exchange on Donating for Humanity. 10,000 for every 4 and 20,000 for every 6. Short again.
That one zipped and reared off the surface. I'm beating the batter with a pace on that occasion. Khurram made it awkward for the wicketkeeper too.
And that dugout very satisfied. Very seldom do you win a T20 game so convincingly. Islamabad United need 168 now. In terms of biggest margins of wins in HBL PSL, 120 runs by Peshawar Zalmi against Multan Sultans. Also this year. Still requiring a couple of more wickets, Quetta Gladiators. Just a sedate little period through the game.
Yeah, when you win a game with such a huge margin, it does give you that visceral satisfaction. And as a team, you gain a lot of confidence and bring smiles on the faces of your fans.
Turned away, and it'll go to the fence. It'll also bring up Islamabad United's 100. It's 101 for 8.
Yeah, both these left-handers delaying the obvious, putting up some resistance, finding few boundaries.
Brought 2 for 12. It's been a complete performance from Quetta Gladiators. Nothing much to write home about for Islamabad United. 24 from Shehzad, but once you're chasing over 260, you need not only 1 but 2 or 3 innings of substance.
Jeopardy all the way for Islamabad United this evening. The bowlers were not able to stick with the plans, and then the batters failed to scoreboard pressure.
Visit www.hblpslfantunes.com, create your fan tune, share it to enter into the contest. Top 10 fan tunes will get 100,000 each. Rosh's 22 of 19, Imad 21 of 23, 36 of 35. The partnership is making sure that maybe just bat through the overs.
Now the required run rate is 31.
And pushes it into the leg side. Imad Wasim will come back for the second. And after 15, it's 106 for 8 Islamabad United. Still requiring 158, but it's now time for the Tapal
strategic timeout.
Scenarios that can happen in Islamabad.
Now we're just counting down the Tapal strategic timeouts. Now come out tomorrow, match number 27. Couple of teams that are full of stars. Here we go, it's the Kings versus Zalmi. David Warner, the captain of the Kings. Of course, Barbara Azam is going to be firing up for Peshawar Zalmi as well. That's going to be a nice little clash. Match number 27. We're on air at 7:50 local time. On a fast track, on a good batting track, on a track that both those guys will love. Righto, here we go. 106 for 8 it is. A lot of runs required per over.
Indeed.
Inside half of that bat, just squeezed out for a single.
I have a feeling Islamabad United have started thinking of the run rate. It's a little late to think. I think after maybe 3 down, they should have started thinking that way, because the run rate might come into play. Yes, they're sitting at 10 points with 5 victories, but this run rate is going to drop immensely. So it's a little too late to think of run rate now.
Yeah, dead right. It's going to be a big swing this game. Crash through the covers. Outfield's nice and quick. Dive into the swimming pool from Chapman. Couldn't get there. 4 runs.
Beautiful strike from Ahmad Wasim there. Valiant effort from Mark Chapman, but he was never catching that. This outfield is way too quick. Fahim Ashraf there, just taking a little bit of pace off, a little bit of width. Ahmad just throwing his hands through that, and another boundary to the score.
Just a reminder about the PCB and the HBL PSL in partnership with Exchange On, donating for humanity. 10,000 Pakistan rupees for every 4, 20,000 for every 6. It's nicely bowled and well struck for a single.
Waka, as a bowler here, what are you saying to the batters out in the middle? You telling them to get on with it?
Well, they 8 down, so I'll be getting frustrated as a bowler. They're thinking for the last 5 overs, haven't picked up a wicket. They were picking wickets for fun in the first 10 overs. I'll be angry for sure, because it can get frustrating when you've taken the major part of the game in your favor and then suddenly it just drags on. This partnership slowly, yeah, 45 or 41, but means nothing at this stage because the runs are way too many. But T20 cricket is different, isn't it? Now, in our days, we'll probably be in their faces and saying few words and just trying to annoy them. But T20 cricket, they just want to just keep bowling and get over and finish the game.
Now, the reason I asked that, Waka, is during the Tapati time out there, I did notice Finn Allen going up to both batters and having a few words. I said, knowing him, I would have thought he'd be, asking them to get a move on and have an early night because he wants to get to bed.
Probably, because they're already qualified. So he'd be saying, yeah, you're just boring us. That's not the way to play T20 cricket. Get on with things.
Yeah, I don't quite understand why this partnership's just ticking along, because it doesn't make any difference. If they're going to score runs quickly, that can make a difference, but not like this. 114 for 8. Two magnificent hundreds from the Gladiators earlier today. Abrar Ahmed bowled beautifully, 2 for 17 off his 4 overs, 3 for 6 for Mohammad Amir. Great to see him fit again. The 2 wicket takers for the Gladiators. Islamabad United, their top scorers, are in action right now. Ahmad and Dwashis. 150 required in 24 balls. Saud Shakeel just picked that up just for a single.
One of the centurion from the first inning, Hassan Nawaz, loves this ground. He's from Islamabad. He played for Islamabad. He's from more towards South Punjab, but this man is from where? South Africa, is he? Yeah, South Africa. Yeah.
Oh, that's clubbed. That's better. That's more like it. A bit of entertainment.
Something for the fans to share about here. Ben Dwashis, we know he's got some power, and he's liking this matchup here with Saud Shakeel. Clears that front leg and swings that willow through. He's a strong man, and no boundary can hold him. They're going to need a few more of these if they're going to get anywhere near close.
Brings up the 50 partnership, 45 balls between these two guys. A little bit pedestrian considering what has happened previous in this game. The bigger man won.
Now the question is, who's going to be the man of the match? Because both these two, Hassan Nawaz and Rossouw, had a really quality 100. They were both watchable, they were both enjoyable, both came in almost same number. Rossouw got it in 46, Nawaz 45. Who would you give a man of the match?
Rossouw set it up.
Why?
I answered.
No, you answered, but you have to give me a reason also.
Because he set it up.
But what about the finishing touch?
I'm saying he's the man of the match because he set it up.
But the other gentleman, the little youngster, was the one who... Oh, wicket. Let's forget about that. We'll talk that later on. And, you know, that's the 9th wicket down. Doshas just tried to hoik one out of the park. Couldn't clear it. An easy catch down at mid-wicket to dismiss the 9th.
Trying to repeat the dose from earlier in the over, and all he can manage is a cloth straight to deep mid-wicket. Simple catch. Ooh, a little bit of a carom there from Saud Shakeel. He's full of tricks, isn't he? Islamabad losing 9th now, 123 for 9.
One ball left in over number 17. 9 down now.
Mike Hesman, we have to continue that debate we started regarding the man of the match. I'm not stepping back.
Sliding on the leg side. No run off that. End of the over. 123 for 9.
It was a bit of trick in it. I don't think it was a carom ball. It was more like a wrist spin. He used a bit of wrist. Yep. And that bounce and the ball moving away from left-hander. That's why he got a little bit late on the ball. Skipper picking up a wicket in the previous over. 9 down, and that's how he got that wicket.
Looks like he's enjoyed this too. He's obviously seen a couple of replays of us showing the finger action on the big screen. 1 over, 1 wicket. Simple. 9 down now.
We should hurry up on that debate because wicket is going to fall any second.
Right, so my comment was that Rossouw should get the man of the match because he played so brilliantly right at the top and he set it up absolutely beautifully. 104 off 46 balls in 54 minutes. And Nawaz was only 65 minutes, so he was much slower.
Okay. We're counting the minutes also.
I've broken it down to that.
And what about Riley sitting in the cold dressing room for what, 17.1 over? And this youngster, Arslan Nawaz, has been running around in the field.
Senior pro, just resting. Little tweak of the hamstring.
So the youngster should get it then.
I guess the other way you look at it, Riley Rossouw tweaked a hamstring, so he really did it on one leg, didn't he?
Oh my God! Now I'm against two of you.
Imagine God, Guppy if he could bat on 2 legs. How good that would have been.
Oh my God!
Could have been 150.
But he actually supported him during that period when Riley was just going after the bowling. So I think for someone so young, only 22. He should be given the credit for that also. So he should get man of the match, in my view.
That's fair enough. You can say that. Listen, we saw two magnificent hundreds. It's what an exhibition of batting. It was just remarkable stuff and a treat to watch, really. Well, I'm sure no matter where you've been watching this broadcast, you would have been thrilled to watch the exhibition of batsmanship from those two guys.
So who decides? Who's the adjudicator for deciding who's going to be man of the match? I hope
it's not you.
Not you two.
It's not you.
No, I hope it's not you two also. So let's keep it neutral. I hope this man. What about that? Who will he give? Just have a guess. Hassan Nawaz.
I can see him thinking now. He's actually deep in thought. He's a bit sort of betwixt and between. I can see that.
I don't think he enjoyed the game tonight, but he's definitely enjoyed those two innings. He's been very calm today. He's not really. We didn't see much of those fist pumping and, you know, being animated and all that. Easy game.
Down to third man.
Players' families in the lounge enjoying the game. Mrs. Shoaib Malik, Mrs. Moin Khan, they'll be very, very excited, very happy with the progress of Quetta Gladiators from last week or so.
It's nicely bowled. It'll be a nice crowd tomorrow, I'm sure. A nice little head-to-head between the two captains, Babar Azam and David Warner. There'll be plenty of people tuning in to watch around the country, around the world, and also, of course, piling in to watch those two guys play live in conditions which are just going to be ideal for playing a bit of cricket. The lights are really good here. The track is fast, bouncy. The bowlers are not going to like it so much as we saw earlier today. Got a couple of players, and James Vince also for the Karachi Kings, who we had to put on a bit of a show. A bit short of that time, comfortably eased away by Ahmad Wasim.
So let's do a bit of maths here. Who wins tomorrow, and will that make any difference? If Peshawar wins, they still won't qualify, but I think if they win against Lahore, which they have game against Lahore too, that is going to be crucial. Peshawar has won 4 games, they got 8 points, so if they win against Lahore, that means they'll just jump over them with 11. So there's plenty of thinking to be done. 127 for 9.
We got 2 overs left now. Gladiators, I'm sure, would love to wrap this up as quick as they possibly can and get this massive win in their books. 137, they need to get off 12 deliveries from this stage. 1 wicket to pick up, that's all it is. And he's been in the wickets, got 1 in his first ball actually today. Slap that one down the ground, and that's 4. Good shot. Nicely played by Ahmad Wasim.
Yeah, beautiful strike here from Ahmad Wasim. Paim Ashraf taking the pace off. But that's just straight in the slot. Clears that front leg, and this comes straight out of the middle of the bat. Yeah, that's gone to the boundary at a rate of knots. Islamabad 131 for 9 now. Change in the field, third man coming up, long off going back.
There's that third man in position. And he's gone over the top, tried to go over the top and has made it over the top for 6 runs. Wasn't particularly clean, but he's got himself 6.
Something for Islamabad United to cheer about, the way Ahmad Wasim is played. It took his time because he realized that by him getting out is not going to really help anything, but now he's just enjoying his batting. He's hitting the ball well. They've got way too many batters. They can easily drop one of the batters and can play an extra bowler, because bowling looked very ordinary.
Oh, that's gone high. Has it gone far enough? I don't think it has. That might be... Oh, it's not it. I thought that was it, but he got himself in trouble. Too close in the end was Finn Allen. To wait and see what this verdict is.
I think he stood on the skirting, and that's where he lost his balance and fell over. It would have been 6 anyway, because his foot was on the skirting when he almost caught that and then tried to chuck it back. He caught it pretty clean there, but it's just that next step. There you go. That step was on the thingy, on the HBL skirting. 6 runs, back-to-back 6s for Ahmad Wasim. He's on 49.
So that's 2 6s and 2 balls. He's got another one for us? No. Bring the sweeper into play. Abra does nicely. Just the single. And 50 out from Wasim, 38 deliveries. A couple of 6s in this over and 4 4s as well.
Came very late in the order and played quite nicely. Although means nothing in the result of this game, but for his personal achievement and also going forward, his form is going to be crucial in the coming games. 50 of 38 deliveries with 4 4s and 2 6s.
Gonna need some mates to help him as well with a bit of form. Laying that one off down to that vacant area at third man for 4. Easily done.
Where were those shots from the top order? Lovely shot here from Naseem Shah. Very easy, wasn't he? Just guided it away. Back and across. Just uses the pace of the delivery. Back behind point. Going to use a lot more of this in the top of the order. 148 for 9 here in the 19th.
21 runs off this over. 1 more to go. Now we can see a few more gaps in the field. When he first arrived, there weren't many gaps at all. Trying to hit that one nice and square to no avail. 148 for 9. So we've got 1 over to go now. 9 down. Can they wrap it up and pick up a wicket in the last over? But Wasim Jr.'s got 1 for 22 off his 3 at this stage.
Yep, required run rate 116. Never seen it in cricket, and I will never see it.
Probably heard the call of 2. They're coming back. Oh, a throw for throw been good. There would have been half a chance. It was a very ordinary throw from Karim Shahzad. They're going to actually, just looking at this table, they're going to go down a slot here, Islamabad United, because there's massive victory of loss. Karachi Kings are going to go to number 2. Islamabad are going to go to number 3 on a slide. So net run rate swap over. That's over the top of the keeper, and 4 runs.
Wasim Jr. has bowled quite quickly tonight, especially those short deliveries. The direction has been good. He was a little unlucky that he just got a little edge and went over the wicket keeper. The direction was beautiful. Watch that. That is quick.
Yeah, that was onto him in a flash, that one. He wanted it, and he got to a position where he realised I'm going to be late on it, and just ended up ramping it over the keeper, didn't he? No control, but 4 runs all the same.
Bowled him, all over, all done, picks up his 2nd wicket as well, and that will be very satisfying. Quetta Gladiators will be very pleased with this performance. They were asked to bat first, and my goodness, didn't they bat? They batted unbelievably well to post an extraordinarily high total of 263, the highest total ever in the HBL PSL. Now they've doubled up and got the wickets as well, and they've won by 109 runs. A fine performance.
That last delivery, 146.3 kilometers an hour. Fast, full and straight. What an inning this youngster has played, Hassan Nawaz. What a player. One for the future for sure. Got 100 for Pakistan in the recent times. In New Zealand, in difficult conditions, he's getting better and better with the time. Won a game against Islamabad United previously and won it again tonight.
Just one satisfying thing here, it's their 5th win in a row, and they now will finish in the top 2, the Gladiators, so that's a nice little feather in the cap for them at this stage.
A very happy team, a very happy bunch, look like a great unit. And Mohammad Ahmed only bowled 2 overs. He didn't need to bowl after that, just looking after himself. He's just coming out of illness. So a smart thing by Saud Shakeel, not bowling him after that, because the game was in the pocket. And that is a mammoth victory against a team who won 5 consecutive games up front, first 5 games, and then on the losing streak now. And what about this man, Mike Hesman? What an inning he played.
Yeah, sensational. He needed some runs, actually. He wasn't playing particularly well, and I think he made his mind up today that he was going to get up there and just try and score his runs as quick as he could initially. Then he did his hamstring trying to get a quick single. So then it was down to playing shots full on from that moment, and he just blitzed them, just totally blitzed them. So amazing stuff from Rossouw. 4 defeats in a row now for Islamabad, and the first time that Quetta won 5 matches in a row in the HBL PSL. There's 𝐄𝐍𝐆. Now he's smiling, now he's animated.
Yeah, that was a final delivery. I wanted to play that reverse sweep way too late. It was very quick onto the off stump. Mohammad Wasim Jr. Getting better and better with the time. He was out of the side, he was on the bench for the first few games. When given the opportunity, he's shown his class, and he's bowling quickly. He's a wicket taker, and a big hug from a big man to a big man. Yeah, beautiful. These are beautiful scenes. And you two, Martin Guptill and Mike Hesman, gonna cut a deal maybe? Just purely because Sir Vivian Richard gave him a huge hug. Cut a deal. Let's give man of the match to both of them.
So just to confirm, as we look at that batting card for Islamabad United, that the last 6 matches in Rawalpindi have now been won by the team batting first. The last 6 matches, quite amazing that Islamabad asked Quetta Gladiators to bat first today. So that's the story for Islamabad. It was 24 to Shahzad off 13 balls before there was any action really, and then you got to go down to Ahmad with 56 off 41. And that's where it finished really, to get to that 150, and they had no chance of getting up and winning. They've failed to reach 160 in the last 4 games too.
Take a look at the bowling here. Mohamed Amir was brilliant at the top. 3 wickets for 6 runs. Took the 1 wicket. Wasim Jr. 2 for 28, 2 for 17 for Abrar, 1 each for Fahim and Saud.
Let's go downstairs now and join Arooj.
Yeah, thank you, Hazy. I've got the Islamabad United skipper Salman Ali Agha. Salman, थोड़ा सा सीधा मुश्किल सवाल इस तरह से कि एक टीम जो है जो बैटिंग परफॉर्मेंस जिसकी स्ट्रगल करी थी लाहौर में 3 मैचेस लगातार जीते, उस पर लग रहा था कि टॉस जीत के पहले शायद बैटिंग ही कर लेनी चाहिए थी.
नहीं, हम अगर हम हमारी क्रिकेट देखेंगे तो हम मोस्टली यही करते हैं कि चेज़ की कोशिश करते हैं, और इस तरह का अगर अच्छा पिच हो तो कोशिश यही रहती है कि चेज़ करें, लेकिन ऑब्वियसली आई थिंक दे आउट प्लेज अस एंड क्रेडिट टू देम.
फेयर इनफ, बट इन टर्म्स ऑफ ऑल्सो लाहौर में जब आपने मैचेस खेले तो वो एक रोटेशन पॉलिसी जो अपनाई थी, 4 चेंजेस, 5 चेंजेस, 6 चेंजेस, कहीं लगता है वहाँ मोमेंटम भी लूज़ हुआ?
मैं बार बार एक ही चीज़ बोल रहा हूँ कि हम लोग इतनी चेंजिंग नहीं कर रहे, हमारे पास निगल्स हैं, इंजरीज़ हैं, उसकी वजह से हम लोगों को इतने प्लेयर्स को मतलब मौका देना पड़ रहा है. हम मतलब 2-3 मैच आ गए थे, हम मतलब इस तरह थोड़ी है कि हम मैच भी हारी जाएं और लोगों को मतलब चांस भी देते रहें. वी हैव इंजरीज, वी नीड टू लुक आफ्टर दैट.
मेक सेंस ऑल्सो, बट डू यू थिंक दैट थ्रू यू ऑफ इन टर्म्स ऑफ के टेम्पो जो या मोमेंटम टूटा, मतलब भले आप निगल्स को कर रहे हो बट उससे मोमेंटम टूटा कहीं?
आप कह सकते हैं, क्योंकि ये ऐसा टूर्नामेंट है कि अगर आपके पास मोमेंटम हो तो आप 5 गेम जीत जाते हैं, और अगर आप मोमेंटम लूज़ करते हैं तो T20 क्रिकेट में आप 4 गेम हार भी सकते हैं. तो T20 क्रिकेट इज़ ऑल अबाउट हैविंग मोमेंटम. अगर आपके पास मोमेंटम है तो आप यू कैन विन एनी गेम्स, अगर मोमेंटम नहीं है तो चीज़ें आपकी तरफ नहीं जाती.
चलें, ऑन अ पॉजिटिव नोट, कैंप में व्हाट डू यू से बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली एक मैच आप लोगों का रह गया, वो जीते तो वैसे ही आप क्वालिफाई कर जाएंगे.
We just need to adjust what we are going wrong, and then उसके बाद हम लोगों को ये है कि इस गेम को जितना जल्दी हो सके भूलना है, क्योंकि 2 दिन बाद हमने फिर मैच खेलना है और वो काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट गेम है. तो मेरे ख्याल से यही बात रहेगी कि जितनी जल्दी इस गेम को भूला जाए और नेक्स्ट गेम फोकस किया जाए.
एंड अपडेट ऑन शादाब्स इंजरी?
Hopefully he'll be fine for next game. We do miss him, and I don't know he'll be available for next game or not, but he's getting better, that's for sure.
All right, Salman, tough loss tonight, but we wish you all the best for the next one.
Thank you.
Thanks for talking to us. Yeah. Honest sort of reflection in terms of in terms of asking him about the fact that why there's so many changes, and if that broke the momentum. He did say they obviously were harnessing niggles and stuff. In terms of that, they had to bring the changes on, and it wasn't so much as rotation of bench strength as Shadab might have alluded to. Also, they're saying they got outplayed tonight. I asked him whether a team that is struggling in batting, why not bat first on the surface. He said the pitch played relatively okay. We are a team who like to chase, and they just hope that they need to forget this one very quickly and come around the next one in the last game, try and get those 2 important points.
Arooj, thanks very much. Yeah, they got to pull up the socks, that's for sure. As we look back at the match summary, match number 26, Gladiators amassed 263, 2 magnificent hundreds. Rossouw and Nawaz, and Islamabad United rolled out, blown away for 154. Amir 3 for 6, Abrar 2 for 17, Wasim Jr 2 for 28, and the Gladiators in the end winning by 109 runs. Righto, what about that table? Yep, there is that swap, confirmation of that. But look at Islamabad United, the net run rate, how they've slept. So they've gone to 3. Karachi Kings will be delighted in the fact that they are number 2. So good performance from them. We'll take a break, back shortly with the presentation.
R1, 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 R1. Happy?
Yeah, I'm getting.
Okay. R2, somewhere here. 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. One two.